We talking the Detroit Lions' first playoff since 2016 and the 2024 National Football Champions, the Michigan Wolverines. If this is your first time tuning into the show, we always have a great time on the show. You come here, you will learn, you're going to laugh, you're going to live through our stories. On State Champions Podcast, we discuss people, politics, community, and culture. And what would a podcast be? With two great friends, a former coach, a current coach, former high school teammates that won, not two, but three state championships here in Detroit, Michigan, back in the late 80s. And of course, we have to discuss sports. I'm your co-captain, Raphael Peterson. To my left and to your right is co-captain George C. Ward. How you doing, boy?
I'm good, man. How you feeling?
And everything going good, man. Hey, man. We're going to get to it, but of course, we're going to get to it. I know you ain't saying nothing, but I know you want to say something. Of course, our guest tonight, who will be on the set shortly, needs no introduction. We have
what we going to do?
Detroit Northern's finest. Former Esky, Syracuse Orangemen. Great. One of the best NBA power forwards of all time, in my opinion.
No question.
The 1990 NBA #1 draft choice of the New Jersey Nets. The great Derrick Coleman is here to discuss his new partnership with Michigan AAU basketball. G, the show is going to be great, and we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to ask the big fella a lot of questions.
Yeah.
What he going to do, how he going to change things, but we're going to get to that when we come back. Hey, Q, drop that intro.
Yes, sir.
The champ is here! 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 The champ is here!
Welcome back to State Champions Podcast. I'm going to tell you, G, I'm excited about the show because every time the big homie come in, the last time he was here, it was great.
Sir.
But G, make sure what the number of people can call to call in, ask some questions, comments, ask some concerns.
That's 313. What is it, 445?
No, 458-4445.
4445.
Where can they follow us at on all the socials, G?
Man, Instagram, obviously Facebook, and TikTok. We on TikTok for your young people, too. We on TikTok.
Yeah, we got to do TikTok, young people, because they see that's we trying to lead them to where we need them to go. And also, make sure y'all go to YouTube so they can subscribe and like, and make sure they get.
We can't keep asking y'all to subscribe. Hit the like button, man. Check us out.
Got to do all that. Got to do all that.
We're talking about something.
So, G, obviously, right now, I know you want to discuss this, but since
let me ask you, what do I want to discuss?
You definitely want to discuss what you said about the Detroit Lions.
I said something.
You said that the Detroit Lions win. It was a long time ago. Hey, Q, can you cue up what this guy said? Because he's going to bug me to death. We ain't going to be able to go on with the show.
It's kind of funny.
You remember where it's at?
I ain't even said nothing about it, man. You didn't want to talk to me.
Let's see. We played the take back. It was 12. You said 12 games.
I said 12 and 5.
And
they win 11 games, man. There's gonna be a lot of days you're gonna be sick around here, and you're gonna burn up the brisket and the wing on purpose.
Man, listen. What's gonna be the bet if they don't get there and they don't have 12 wins? What you gonna wear?
What am I gonna wear? Man, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna wear your Elway jersey, man. Since you loved Elway so much back in the day. Look at Quincy. So he got a picture of me and Lions. Yeah, I did that, man, because the Lions gave us in DPS. They gave us stuff, and it was kind of clever, and it was free. It's petite.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna suggest because I'm sure it. Because Elway not my team no more. So Brady retired.
So who's your team now?
I don't have no team.
You always wait, man.
Man, we can cut that, Q, because at the end of the day, you want to bet.
Yeah.
12-5. Well, they end up 12-5, right?
But was it precise though? I specifically said they'd go 12-5.
You said that. They just heard the tape. Okay. I mean, sometimes you right about something, but sometimes you're wrong. Well, can you give me one? No, I ain't gonna even go to the other.
Yeah,
Can you produce? Can you produce? Man, can you predict if you're gonna win the state championship?
I already got two, man.
You got. I'm talking about as a coach. You can't predict that. All right, man. We're gonna stay on task. So this we gonna do. We're gonna do parlay picks of the week real quick because we got the playoff. Hey Q, can you drop that intro? Drop my video
with the suits on.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's time for the absolute best unknown handicapper in the country, Parlay Pete. With Parlay Pete's Pick of the Week.
All right, man, we're going to do this real quick because the show, everybody not here to hear you and I talk. They're ready to hear Big Homie. But we're going to do this real quick. Wild card weekend, Saturday games, you have Cleveland at the Texans. You have Miami at KC, Sunday Pitt at Buffalo, Green Bay at Dallas, and that big game, the Rams at Detroit. And Monday night, Philly at Tampa Bay. I'm going to give y'all 3 picks of the week. It's going to be some upsets this week, and I'm going to tell you, it's going to hurt a lot of people's soul. Take the Texans at home versus Cleveland. Cleveland beat them the last time they was out there. I think they beat them. I think it was maybe 48-22, rolled them up.
What's the line?
The line right now is Cleveland is -3. I remember correctly, -3. Okay. Take the Texans at home. And I promise, because what people don't realize is the young fella, he did not play. He was injured that game. They had the backups in. So that's going to be a different game. I'm going to stay away from the Buffalo game. The Dallas and Green Bay game. That's going to be a tough one. But I know when the big homie get on the set, who he not going to pick. But I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know if the young fella Love is ready to go in that atmosphere in the beat Dallas at home. I think that's going to be – they probably should get out of there. Maybe 4 or 5 points they'll win, but I think Dallas will win that one. So that's the other parlay. So there's 2 teams. And Monday night, I hate to tell you, G, but I think Philly is going to get beat at Tampa. I think they're going to get beat. I think they're going to get beat at Tampa, man. So that's my parlay picks of the week. Wild card weekend, NFL is going crazy. Make sure y'all, when y'all win something, send us something. You know what I'm saying?
The folks want to know, Dooley.
Okay, what they want to know?
Is Tampa Bay is getting points at home? Or
Tampa Bay getting points at home. I'm going to tell you right now, Tampa Bay is getting, if I remember correctly, let's go. I'm going to tell you right now, because it comes up real quick. We got Tampa Bay at home on Monday night. Nope, Tampa Bay getting 3.
Tampa Bay getting 3.
3 at home. It started at -1.5 and moved to 3. So it's going to be interesting to see about that. I like Tampa Bay in that game. I like Jalen Hurts. I hope that he wins, but it's looking like Tampa Bay going to try to squeak out of there. Long as your boy don't throw 4 or 5 picks.
Baker Mayfield.
All right. Go ahead, G. It's on you. So, Coach's Corner. It's about that time. You got to do your Coach's Corner on the Rams and Detroit.
Ain't no question.
Drop his intro.
Get ready for Coach's Corner. A one-time Michigan Coach of the Year, George T. Ward, gives his coaching perspective. Let's get to it.
Thank you for that intro. Obviously, Coach's Corner this week. The thing that everybody want to talk about is now the Lion.
Yeah, the Lions.
And Stafford. He coming back to the crib, as they say. I hear people talking about the LA Lions or the Detroit Rams and all of that.
Yeah.
I will say this. The Lions should win a football game. But I'm going to tell you this, fans. Your energy better be very high. You got to disrupt the offensive line a little bit. You got to throw their timing off. But we got to pressure the quarterback. The one thing that we do know is if we can pressure Stafford up the middle, some kind of way, we got to get some numbers in there. We don't want to blitz a lot. McVay does a great job. So I tell you this, Dan, you better run this ball some too. You better run this football some. And Aaron Donald. We got to chip him. We got to double him. Whatever we have to do. You cannot allow, particularly in that first quarter, first half, really. If Aaron Donald plays a rough game and does his thing in that first half, it really could be trouble for the Lions. So I'm going to say this to you, Dan. I'll say this to you right now. I know you're looking at us.
I thought you was going to get him on the show. I thought you got a little juice.
Well, I do. I got him on the show, man. He had me over to the crib the other day, man. He wanted to know exactly how do you get to that level and sustain it.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, DC, I'm telling you now, Campbell, make sure we run the football some. My main man has on a nice jersey around here. That's a great segue for this. Jahmyr Gibbs. He has to have the ball. He has to touch this football minimum now 17 to 20 times on Sunday night. If we want to make something happen, he is going to make explosive plays. But I'll say this, we got to put pressure on the quarterback. We can't let Matt Stafford stand back there in the backfield and pick us apart because they have two receivers that really, really run the hell out of these routes. And those are the type of receivers that give our corners and our safeties, give our secondary all kind of problems. I will say this right now. Lions should do that. Run the football, stay consistent. Goff, don't turn this damn ball over now. Don't make bad decisions. We can get out of there. I think we can get out of there 27-17, somewhere in there.
27-17.
27-17.
27-17. Man, so, G, as y'all can see, I do.
Hey, man, can you move your computer?
Hey, what you mean?
You just slide it over or something.
Come on. You're killing me right now. Because one thing about it, so let me explain this to y'all so everybody can understand. It's not that I don't like the Lions.
Yeah.
But, of course, I'm not going to keep riding with somebody. I wouldn't get in the car with you, G, if you keep telling me you can drive and you keep having accidents. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not that I don't want the Lions to win. I just didn't want them to get 12 wins, but I'm glad they got the 12 wins because nobody wanted to see your big stomach in that airy stomach chest looking like Sasquatch up the top. So nobody wanted to see that. So I'm kind of glad that they won the 12 games. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm glad they had won the 12 games. So y'all see it. Got the Gibbs jersey.
Got the Gibbs jersey on, though. You ready? You ready?
Man, it cost me some cash. I think they gouged it, man.
Yeah. Oh, no, they are.
I was like, what?
Oh, man.
I ain't going to worry about them. Keep the train moving. I live
JC Penny charged you $90 for a jersey.
Oh, well, I should have went to the Penn game because where I went, it wasn't 90. I'd have been happy if you do 90. Oh, come on, man. They killed me. But don't worry about it. We're going to keep the train moving, man, because the reason why everybody here is because of none of them.
Mm-hmm.
Q, can you throw up that AAU pick of the big homie?
Yeah.
I mean, because he got a new venture.
Yellow jersey.
I mean, he got a new venture with AAU basketball. And, I'm talking about, I think it's going to be really, really big for Detroit. And making sure that things go in the right direction.
Yeah.
And I just can't wait to hear everything that he's going to do. And I think that a lot of people are going to be excited. Some might be a little upset, but you know how those things go. Some people get a little mad, But
because they're going to be held accountable.
That's getting held accountable. But, man, now, as you can see on the set, the guy who does not need no introduction. I mean, no introduction. Like I said, Detroit North's finest, Esky. Syracuse Orange Man, great. And I mean the great.
When we was at the party,
number one draft choice, New Jersey Nets. He played for multiple teams in the NBA, even played for the Pistons. People forget he played with the Sixers.
I don't include that, though.
Yeah. Hey, we include that. Listen, I'll tell you one thing about it. Listen, wherever you went, we was watching.
We was watching. Hey,
man.
Hey, we was watching, man, when you waving guys off and you got it on the wing. Well, you had Larry Nance and Brad Daugherty in a whirlpool. I said, man, hey, we're going crazy. I said, man, look at the big fella.
Big humble.
Well, the original stretch four.
The original stretch
four. They talking about that right now, and I'm like, I was doing that 20 years ago.
No, years ago.
And I had Chuck over that though daily.
Yeah, Chuck.
So he like, get out the way and let him do it. Yeah, that's what I've been watching him do that since he's been 15, 16 years old. When he was playing with us over in Canada at the NBA, when the Pistons used to practice in Canada. I was going over there with Will Robinson.
Okay.
14, 15 years old.
doing your thing.
Yeah.
Man, that's welcome. Let's get a round of applause for the big homie,
all love.
Derrick Coleman.
It's all love.
DC, baby, in the building.
Appreciate y'all.
Hey, man, listen, man, D. One thing I do want to ask you, because a lot of young people, and we have a lot of young followers that tune in, of course, and I want to talk about your early career. People forget you come out of Detroit Northern. Okay, let's back this up. A lot of people don't know. They don't know this. Fast fact that they don't know.
4 years.
See, really, he
I knew that
Cooley
was
Cardinal. So let's start with that.
He was on
So a
4 years.
lot of people don't know this. I'm gonna tell you, when I posted this, Gary Pitts, you remember Gary Pitts?
Yeah.
And he was like, man, make sure you tell baby face. I said, what up? So a lot of those guys watching, man, it's like people forget about that. D, just imagine he was at Cooley. We probably would have won. We wouldn't have won just 3 in a row. We could have.
Can I tell you what our team was, though?
Yeah, tell us about that team at Cooley. Blank.
Joe Blank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Keith Tucker.
Uh-huh.
Pears McCurdy.
Yeah, of course.
Curtis Kidd.
Yeah.
Was sick.
What is Tree real name? I can't think of Tree's real name, but Ronald McDonald Hardy, Lynn Hardy brothers. Boo Boo Watson. Antoine Watson's younger brothers. You know, our squad, Joe Conley, our squad was ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, and all of us left.
Everybody left, got on, did that thing.
Everybody
left. And got on, well, you know, you had Boom, he stayed. He was there.
Boom stayed.
But Blankenship, he left.
Yeah, Blank left.
The lefties got out of there.
Lefties left together.
Yeah.
Keith Tuck take his talents on
the boards.
They was loaded. So, man, when you think about that, then you went to Northern.
Yes.
And, man.
So I just moved back to the hood. You know, we were staying right there. It's so crazy just what you're saying, like when kids are talking about humble beginnings, right?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I come from this and I don't have that and I'll do this. I said, man, come on, take a ride with me. Let me show you something.
Yes, sir.
I pull up right on Fleetwood and 4, the apartment building, still there, right next to the liquor store.
Yep.
1-bedroom apartment. I'm sleeping on the couch. I said, man, this is where I started. What you talking about? You can't tell me it can't be done.
Yeah.
You got to have some discipline. You got to have some role models. You got to have some people in your life that care about you.
Yeah.
You know, so my mom moved back on 12th in the neighborhood, and that's how I transferred and went back.
Yeah.
You know, to Northern. All my cousins, everybody went to Northern High School. And, yeah.
So how's mom's doing?
She's great.
Good. I just remember, man. See, this goes back, and obviously Northern, and you went to Syracuse, but then you went to the league. I'm going to ask you some questions about Syracuse. I just know that Big East was crazy, but I remember doing the camp with you, Tom Tolbert, rest his soul. Oh, come get me. Yeah. Man, we got to go to Bigfoot camp. We going to work this camp. But one thing the one thing about the OG, she was dead serious. She would wave at you, how you doing, but she was serious. Yeah. And to the point, I remember the last time you were here, you was talking about your grandmother, but I remember your mother being at the camp. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand about you. You always talk about your cousins, Koki. You always talk about those guys. Yeah. That family-oriented guy. Where does that come from? How was that instilled in you?
It's in my DNA, and it comes from my upbringing in Mobile, Alabama.
Okay.
Yeah,
original
with my family. So I'm going. I'm going in February.
Always down.
Always. But you know, I mean, it comes from my upbringing, man, and always helping, giving back, you know, to people.
Okay.
You know, it's just in my DNA and who I am. I mean, I still tease people, well, share with people all the time. I say, you know, my uncle get up 5 o'clock in the morning going forward. He would make us get up in the morning. We had to shovel the driveways. We couldn't just shovel our driveway. We got to shovel all our neighbors' driveway and everything. And we couldn't take no money, you know, growing up as kids. So we'd be out there 5 o'clock in the morning shoveling snow before we even went to school.
That's what I'm
talking about. But it's so amazing that even when it snows now, my cousin them still shovel everybody's driveway. Wow. The sidewalks, the streets. You know, they got trucks and snowmobiles now.
Yeah.
We would have shoveled.
It's all shovel.
So it's just been embedded in me, you know, all my life. And again, you guys coming to the camps in the summertime. So what we about to discuss and talk about today, we've been doing that for the past 20, 30 years.
Okay.
For the person, for me, you know, I don't brag about it. I don't toot my horn.
No,
That's not who
I know that's
Man,
not you,
look,
but
my
D.
grandmother and my uncle has always told me
Uh-huh.
this. You do what you do out of the kindness of your
Ain't
heart,
no question.
where your blessings come
There
from.
you go. But you know, D, man, so for me, and I get that.
But
And
you've been my
know.
my dog since we've been
I
kids.
know, so I know that. But see, this is why I want people to know about you, your career, and things you did. You left there, left Northern, you went to Syracuse. In the time of the Big East, when the Big East was in its prime.
Oh,
Because we're going to move it quick.
Yeah.
Tell me one thing that you remember about Big East basketball that a lot of young people may not know about the Big East.
Well, 6'5".
6'5", okay.
Yeah. So we was playing pro basketball, back then.
Okay.
The rivalries, us and Georgetown and St. John's and UConn. I mean, the teams.
Yeah.
Very competitive.
Villanova.
You know what I mean? Yeah, Villanova.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the teams are very competitive. But again, I'm talking about friendships, relationships, playing with those guys since I've been 16, 17 years old in tournaments.
Yeah.
And then everybody going to college. When I first met Stevie Thompson, McDonald's All-American game here in Detroit.
Yeah. There you go.
Then we go to the Round Ball Classic, me, him, and Terry Mills and them in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And then we become roommates.
Wow.
You like, hey, man.
4 years, that's been my roommate in college at Syracuse.
Well, I got to tell you, I got to add this quick story because I remember this like it was yesterday. See, I remember the McDonald All-American game. Me, Tone Tober, Low Neely. I can't remember if Jose was with us. I think it was I just remember it was 4 of us. I can't remember the fourth person. But I remember, I don't know if it was a steal, but when you dunked on J.R.
Well, see,
I remember this like it was yesterday. And when you dunked on J.R.
It was the number one player in the country.
The number one player in the country.
So they say.
And they played the same position.
Yeah, so they say. Yeah.
So that's why ratings has never
Oh,
been
no, I know.
nothing
There
to
you
me
go.
because
There
you
you
know
go.
what? You lace your shoes up just like I do.
Yeah.
And every time that I see you, we're gonna get at it. So iron sharpens iron.
Yes, sir.
But see, you don't know the backstory with all that. Though,
Okay.
Raph. I was sharing that with Lindsay Hudson earlier, in the summertime.
Okay.
So I'm home.
Yeah, no question.
Okay. I think the first time ever you got 3 McDonald's All-Americans from the state of Michigan on one team.
Yes, sir.
Terry Mills and Anthony Pendleton. Yeah.
In Northwestern.
So when I get to the locker room, I got 43. Well, I've been wearing 44 my whole life because of George.
Okay. Okay. I see where it's
So
going.
I'm like, what is this?
Okay.
They gave Nick Anderson my number, 44.
You at home.
And I'm at home.
Yeah.
I'm at home. And then I don't know if it's my coach, just for a mental note. Well, they say you're not supposed to be here, Derrick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Okay. So one thing they did do, they introduced me last.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Being at home.
I was there.
I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, again, it's showtime.
Mm-hmm.
Because for us, you got to understand this, not being able to afford to go to all these camps at the time when we were growing up.
Mm-hmm.
But we're in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the Saints. See, they never talk about Belmont right now.
Oh, no,
you know what I'm saying? They never talk about us
we
going
about to talk about
110 by ones and twos in there. In that hot box, man, and you walk in there and it's everybody in there.
Yeah.
And if you lose, you might not play the rest of the night.
Oh,
They don't talk about that.
Yeah, you had the key to the Belmont.
Yeah.
We get up there.
Exactly.
And people don't really remember that. They forget that. We would go up at Belmont this summertime. First of all, D gonna say we gonna play at 12 midnight. I think he was coming from the club. I'm almost sure of this. So we all sitting out there. We gotta wait for him to pull up.
Yeah.
We all sitting out there but we wanted to hoop.
We wanted to hoop.
Big homie was home.
Yeah.
And we wanted to hoop, man. So we would wait and we would be in that gym from 12 midnight to about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. People like, y'all really hooping? No, we hooping for real. So I never forgot those things, and those things are so important. But that McDonald All-American game, I appreciated that one because once you dunked on J.R. Reed, you gave the Pistols, and you can't. I remember like it was yesterday. That was a great memory of the game.
So I'm glad you said that.
Okay.
So we going back and forth. Me, T Mills, and Yank, we putting on the show.
Yeah,
at home, right? I hit the 2 free throws to tie we go up 1.
Okay.
And it's like 2 minutes left to go in the game. Me?
Mhm.
Sub me out the game.
What?
Yeah.
Mm. I can
They
see.
win. They get
Mhm.
J.R. Reed MVP.
Mhm.
They had to restrain Coach Harrison because he came down out the stands and lost it. How dare you put my horse
Yeah.
out the game with 2 minutes left to go? He just put
Mhm.
us up
Yeah.
1. Sub me
And
for
got down.
sub me for Scott Williams.
Wow.
So that's when I realized politics
Tricks
Politics
in
of the
the
A lot of
game.
sport.
tricks. Yeah.
So we lose,
Mhm.
right? Next is the AAU championship.
Mhm.
So Team Michigan,
Yep.
me, T. Will, Bo Neal, Doug Smith, Nate Button,
Mhm.
Brad Sushi, Kevin Rice,
Mm.
Marcus Kennedy, Lyman DePriest,
Yep.
Ivy
Mhm.
Park.
yeah, Doug Smith. So we go and play in Jacksonville in the AAU stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
Guess who we run into?
J.R.
Team
Reed.
Virginia. J.R. Reed and Alonzo Mourning,
Mhm.
right?
They're in trouble.
In trouble.
They're in trouble.
Game over. But
Yeah.
look, I understand how crazy basketball
Yeah.
is. We beat them.
Yeah.
We run the in California. Steve, Stevie Thompson,
Okay.
Earl Duncan,
Okay.
Scott Williams,
Mhm.
Eldon Campbell, Trevor Wilson.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that's 5 pros
5 pros.
on one team.
There you go.
Yeah, we beat them too.
Beat them too.
Yeah, we
See what
beat
I'm
them
saying?
too. We
See,
beat them
this is what I'm
too.
saying. I
In
want
Florida, we beat them. Dwayne Schuster's rest his soul, Chris Corchiani, Travis Mays.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We
Chris
beat them
Corchiani,
too.
though.
Yes.
Nice stick.
So we win the whole thing in Florida. I come back home. I go to Syracuse. Right? We in the March Madness.
Mhm.
Who do we run into in March Madness? North
North
Carolina.
Carolina.
We go to the Final Four. Who do I see again? J.R.
J.R.
Reed.
Reed.
So when I walk into the locker room, coach is giving out assignments.
Uh-huh.
Hey, coach,
Uh-huh.
I got him.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Ain't
know.
no
We
if,
don't care
and
about
buts.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ain't no if, and buts about it,
Mhm.
coach. I got him.
Mhm.
Because, see, I still owe him from the McDonald's
Yeah,
All
I ain't forgot.
American. I
You
ain't
ain't
forgot.
forgot.
I will never forget.
Yeah.
So when people talk about having chips on their shoulder,
Uh-huh.
wow, man, I got a cement block. Still, I haven't taken it off yet.
Supposed to.
Yeah,
Supposed to.
exactly, man. So no, it's and I love them to death.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Ain't no
Competition.
but once we once
That's
we
all it
step
is.
in between them lines, man, we lace them up.
Yeah.
We gonna go hard at each other.
So this is, and I definitely want to keep moving because I
Yes.
think about your career and drafted 1990, the number 1 draft choice, and I think about that. And obviously, y'all did go to the finals. Y'all get beat by
Yeah.
Indiana.
Yep.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you missed free throws, and we was. I'm telling you, we was upset, man. I remember that like
I
it
was
was.
upset.
Yeah, I'm sure you was. And so
I'm still
Hanging out.
upset.
yeah, so
Hanging out at door 1 and 1. I'm like, he nailed these. This thing over with.
It's over.
man,
Yeah.
so but then you go to the New Jersey Nets, and this is what I remember about when you would come back. I remember sitting out on Belmont's porch one day. And so this is it's into your career, and I'll never forget this. And I'm gonna ask you a couple of names, but I gotta tell this story. I said, B, man, is Mike Jordan really that good? I'll never forget this. You turned and looked, you was like, Ralph, what you see on TV, he 5 times better than that.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
And at that point, I knew he was that good because obviously, D coming from the city, it just seemed like D ain't gonna get nobody no credit. So we was thinking because
Right.
we hanging out, and when you said that on Belmont porch, I was thinking, dang, he gotta be good. So I know it's a lot of people online asking a lot of questions, but D, I'm gonna say a few names before we get into this segment about
Can I give you my Mike story though? Why Mike is so good?
why is Mike. Okay, yeah, you gotta get him. Why Mike? So everybody want to hear this.
So for me, you got certain guys who really are considered a freak of nature.
Okay.
So you got to think before Michael Jordan came into the NBA, the average 2 guard was 6'1", 6'2", 6'3" at the most.
Okay.
You got a guy who's 6'6",
Yeah.
just as fast, shoot it just as well, lock up on defense.
Okay.
He's just a freak of nature. It's like Magic Johnson being 6'9",
Playing
playing
the
the
point.
point. He's a freak of nature. It's like
Mhm.
Charles Barkley playing power forward at 6'4.5". He's a freak of nature.
Yeah.
So to see that up close and personal, with him, what he was just doing, the guys. And again, it's always a pride thing when you out there on the floor. I'm like, yo, man, he's something special. He's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
different. Yeah.
So then I want to ask this. So it's always debates, and I want to ask not the GOAT. It's not even a debate for me.
Well, my goal is always Kareem.
Okay. So that's your goal, but I want to ask you this. So with now, a lot of guys were saying that Mike could not play in this era because the guys are more athletic. What's your take on that?
Who said he couldn't play?
Now, listen, I'm telling you, they said he would not be able to guard. He wouldn't be able to keep up.
Ain't nobody guarding.
That's what I said. I
Ain't
want
nobody
you to
playing
hear from
defense
somebody
no
who
more.
played.
Ain't nobody playing defense no more, man.
Okay.
Michael Jordan can play in any era of basketball. I am sometimes try to say the same thing about LeBron James.
Mhm.
LeBron James can play in any era of basketball, man. Again, when you talk about freak of nature, LeBron James I hate when they made the comparison because you're
Okay.
trying to compare a small forward to a two guard.
Okay.
LeBron James is a small forward, could really be a power
Point.
forward
Yeah,
or a point forward.
With point guard
Point
skills
forward.
and mentality.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So there's no comparison when it comes, to that situation with
Okay.
him. But come on, man.
All right.
Any era.
Gee, I know you got some questions for the big homie. Couple questions before we get into the AAU segment. Anything you got? Because I got a ton of questions.
Well, you know what? Oh, how well you did from an AAU perspective. And see, what people don't know is they had big articles in the newspaper.
Yes.
When the Nationals came around, you guys were playing.
Mhm.
They would let us know, hey, DC had 25 last night. Steve Smith did this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
right now, and we want to get it back to what it was.
Gee, but before we get to that, because you're going to the AAU questions, huh? No, we got to keep flying because I want people to know more about DC. And I think because I want people to understand how much and because he was always misunderstood,
Yeah.
because the people didn't know. I used to be like, yo, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
He's
that
not
ain't him.
like that.
Yeah, he ain't like
And
that.
so always misunderstood. A lot of people, family man, married, kids,
No question.
doing great. See, it's those things that I think a lot of people forget about.
Doing everything for the community.
And we talked about this, how they are going to create the narrative about us.
Well, we have to control the narrative.
There we go.
More than anything.
There you go. And
That's why I'm here.
that's exactly why you're here.
Yeah.
So being here and seeing that, I was like, no, I said, we got to make sure that they know about the big homie, the background, his mom, his grandmother, the uncles, the lesson, all of those things. I know you didn't want to do that, but people got to know about you. And, gee, I think I want to tell one last story because I don't think I ever told the story when we used to be hanging out. You think I should tell the story about the time? No,
you told the last time you
I
were
told
here.
it. Okay.
What you
So
talking
one
about,
thing,
man? You done told me the story, and I was there.
yeah, I just wanted to
Hey,
make sure.
because matter of fact, D. Lighton just asked. He said,
What did he
"Man,
say?
y'all remember the rookie party?
Oh man,
I
I
remember
want
the
this. I
rookie
want you to
party.
see the rookie
Man,
party.
look here.
Out cold.
Well, what was sick is every time I hear Mama said knock you out.
Oh, that was
Now, we
crazy.
talking about, that was, what was that, 90s?
90,
91.
Yeah.
91.
91.
Summer of 91.
Yeah.
Summer 91. We about to be 21. We ain't supposed to be in there. Obviously, D got us in there.
We in there.
Smitty in there, got the shorts on with the suit.
But we in there.
So, what I remember is when the video come on.
Oh, the video.
The video come
He
on.
don't give me feels
What
to
you
do
talking
that.
about? Listen, man, the video come on, and Big Homie is Big Homie. He ain't, he's DC. But the video come on, and ain't no NBA package. So every time he came on TV, we get a chance to see it. We're gonna watch it, but it wasn't every night.
Right.
Man, Mama said knock you out and blast over the thing,
And then it was on the screen.
and it was on the screen.
And the video was
The
out.
video's out cold. No, y'all had to be. Listen, man, it was the sickest thing ever, man. And he done won Rookie of the Year. And nothing. Hey, he done hit that clause in the contract.
Cha-ching.
It was a great night. It was a great night. So it was a great night.
So now, so we talking about the celebration. So one thing that I always remember, I couldn't back then. See, when Big Fella came in, we was drinking the best of the best.
And too much of it.
So it's 3 things a
21
week.
gun salute.
It
Don't
was
do
2
it.
things. 21 gun salute.
That's why he drinking water now.
Yeah.
Nah, but see, the thing is, what was your other favorite? What did
Oh, you know, Chris is my DNA.
so we going on like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah, we had to bring the Chris out.
That's my drug of
So
choice.
we had to bring the Chris out. But
My
man,
man.
so
Hey, it's crazy you say that because when I was coming over here, I said, you know what? It's new. It's a new year, and I'm bearing gifts. I said I need to stop and get these
Nope.
gold bottles
Nah.
and take it in, man. And get
No,
around
no,
it,
sir.
man.
Oh, no,
I
we
said
got
I
you.
could not let this one go past.
Oh, that's
You know,
love.
we
That's
always
love.
do.
Oh, boy.
We always do.
The bottle of Chris.
Yeah,
Come
we had
on
to do
now.
the Chris dog. I
Come
said
on.
the big homie coming because
My
one thing
man.
about it, we drink this like this was water.
That's right.
And I'm talking
Yeah.
about, and I just remember,
Mhm.
and then he ain't gonna get you just a regular bottle. He gonna have
What you
big
mean?
boy, and we
Yeah, we
would
don't get Magnum.
we getting
Sure.
Magnum bottles.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, it was always one of them things. And I tried to tell G Dumb Smoke one night,
Here you
didn't
go.
want to listen.
Here you go.
I said,
Here you
big
go.
homie gonna come in.
Here you
He
go.
buying all the drinks, but I said you can't drink them all.
drink 'em all.
I said you got to realize he's
Look at
6'10",
Right.
he's 6'10", 245 rip.
Like,
You understand what I'm saying?
He's really
Right.
about 262.
Yeah, it's probably about 260, but
Yeah.
just rip. And so
Yeah.
one thing that I understood was he is gonna go down a little bit different. And so, man, I salute you.
Man,
And what I want you to do, Q, is to put up his actual for his the 15, the little league stuff coming up, the middle school. Put that up.
Yeah.
The MLK salute.
George, salute, baby.
Yeah, love,
Appreciate
baby.
you.
Yes,
Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Here you go.
Yeah.
So don't forget that we got coming up on Monday. He has his thing going down over at Birmingham Grove High School.
Middle school
9 to 5.
jamboree.
Middle school jamboree
for the
and-
babies.
for the babies. And that's one thing again. See, it's MLK Day. That's one thing about your brother coming from Alabama. He understands and to give back. And this is what he does. So we're thankful that he's here. And what he's doing is always great. But man, this is always good. I just
Come on now.
And it's nice and cold.
Yes, sir.
nice and cold. But so, D, I want to ask I want to say a couple names, and if you give me one word
Yes.
to describe them, or two, whatever you can do, just give me that from one of you hear their name. And I'm gonna start with Harry Harrison, your high school coach.
Wow. I mean, everything.
Okay.
Because he was everything to all of us.
Okay.
You know,
Mhm.
father,
Yeah.
mentor,
Mhm.
cuss you out.
Yeah. No, we can't say that.
Kiss you at the same time.
That's right.
You know, he was everything. Mentor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Chuck Daly,
Whoa.
Understanding.
understand me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell a story about when you came and got me when you came back home, and you was gonna take over DPS, the athletic part of it at the time. And he was telling me the stories. I said, D, because you was gonna implement all coaches had to wear suits and a certain attire.
Yep.
And I said, we riding. You was in the Range Rover. I wish he was in that double R though, but I take the Range Rover. That double R was a bad boy. But and I said, D, how the heck you gonna tell us we gotta wear some suits and stuff, and you didn't follow the rules?
Yeah.
And I'll never forget you was like, Rav, I didn't know no better. And you said the story you told me was that the time that when you came to practice and they had fined you, and then you came in, I think the fine at the time say was 1,000, whatever it was, and you brought a $10,000 check, and Chuck Daly said, D, Derrick, what you doing? It's only 1,000. He said, told him, oh, I'm not gonna be in a suit 10 more times or whatever it was. And I remember
he wrote the check for the season.
Yeah,
He wrote the check for the season.
so whatever I just remember that. But you told me that day, right? You was like, Rap, I didn't know nobody. I didn't have nobody to tell me nothing different. So for you to say Chuck Daly was understanding, I understand that. All right, another name.
Mentor. You
Mentor,
know, again, being a mentor.
Okay.
And the story was behind it wasn't about me not wanting to wear a suit.
Okay.
You know, because I had a closet, full.
Mhm.
But I'm traveling 2, 3 o'clock in the morning on an airplane where everybody's asleep.
Mhm.
What I need to have a suit. I'm checking in hotels 4 in the morning.
Mhm.
What I need a suit on for?
Yes.
You know, and a lot of times what people don't understand, even when we're traveling at that time of night, we're getting treatment. So if I tweak my ankle, my
Mhm.
knee, or whatever, I got ice packs on even on the plane.
Yeah.
Well, why do I need a suit on at 3, 4 o'clock?
In the
You know what I'm saying?
morning,
In the morning. Yeah.
So another thing, Larry Brown.
yeah. I was going to ask that.
My man.
That's your guy.
Yeah. That's my well again, when you talk about understanding,
Uh-huh.
you know, when
Yeah.
I first met him, when he got to Philly, you know, he's going around the room
Mhm.
talking to everybody. So when he gets to me, he said, "Well, Derrick, you know, I heard a lot of things, you know,
Mhm.
good and bad about you." I said, "Well, yeah, coach, I heard a lot of good things, good and bad
Bad
about you too."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he slapped me 5. He said,
I like this guy.
yeah,
He 100.
yeah. But again, man, a person who you can pull up on Hazelwood and 12th Street.
Mhm.
Coach Brown sitting on the porch with me.
Mhm.
You know, we going down the street to the playground. Come on, man. I'm going down here with you, you know, with these kids,
Mhm.
you know. And that's more than just being a coach. When I
Yes.
called Coach Brown to tell him that I went back to school to get my degree, the man started crying.
Man. See what I'm saying?
So they ain't about basketball,
It
right?
had nothing to do with beat.
Got nothing to do about I call Coach Brown to this day. Like,
Uh-huh.
I still call him to talk to him, you
Mhm.
know, just to let him know how much I love and appreciate him,
Wow.
There you
you know?
Uh-huh.
Just a real guy,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? And that's hard to find in an NBA, you know, with the fake politics and
Yeah.
everything.
It's
It's
such a
like
business.
it's such a business.
Such
So
a
it's the
business.
same thing I'm telling you with the Pistons.
Ain't no
Like, I
doubt.
don't even really include that
You ain't got to tell. You ain't never
because you
talked
have
about
me
it.
come home,
Uh-oh.
my first time to actually be on the championship team to win. I'm already 14 years in it.
Mhm.
I ain't trying to start no more.
Yeah.
And you got my coach.
Yeah.
You know, Coach Brown.
Coach Brown
So,
was there. I
so what
remember.
y'all trying to do? Y'all trying to tell me I can't play at all?
Yeah.
No more?
Yeah.
I mean, coming on the bench. So you telling me my guys, Eldon, Tonio McDyess, all
Yep.
that, hey man, I've been kicking these guys' ass all my
Your
life.
whole career.
And
Your
they
whole career.
know it
Uh-huh.
since we've been kids.
Yeah.
Ain't no love lost.
Mhm.
But you mean tell me I can't play at all?
Yeah.
First time in my life, the game of politics ever was really approached with me. I've always, my whole career, all my teammates would tell you that, and I'm always taking up, you know, for them. Excuse me. And the first time in politics, I'm like, with me?
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to have these conversations, you know what I'm saying, with Joe D.
Yeah.
And he ducking me.
Wow.
Yeah. Every time I'm trying to talk to him, he out the back door.
Dumar.
Yeah. So when I
Politics.
started coming to practice, bro, I came like I am now. My sweat's reading the newspaper.
Mhm. 'Cause what
Because I'm talking to Coach Brown, and he's like, Derrick, Joe didn't tell you that we were trying to trade Darko Milicic. Derrick is never going to be a player. He's like, he's not going to play the game of basketball at the caliber that we played at. So,
Wow.
you know, and I'm stuck between, hey, we just gave Antonio McDyess all this money. He
Sure
got to
did.
play. And I'm like, great, my dude from Alabama, my
You
man.
ain't mad at it.
Yeah.
You know, let him play. But you trying to sit here and tell me I can't play at all?
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah. That's crazy. So, I got some more names. I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep it moving. So, what about this? And this is what I went, man, I thought about this. Man, how come we don't got a jersey in the podcast in the basement? Supposed to have your jersey at 44 Syracuse.
I got a box of them at home right
Man,
now.
I
Man, my
need,
fault.
I need the
My
jersey in
My
the basement.
Man,
First
I done
jersey in the
told-
basement.
Listen, I done told that fella, man, I need one of them DC Elites. I got the Jimmys. I told him, I said, man, I got the Jimmys. I just got them last year. I need the blue and orange
I'm gonna
DC
tell you
Elite
what the
hoodie.
problem be, man, because all of it, we go so far back. Y'all my boys.
Yeah, so you ain't
I
thinking
never
about it
even
no more.
think about, I gotta take my man to all
Yeah,
my
yeah.
man Terry Jones, I mean, called me every week from my neighborhood and coach
Oh,
the
look,
kids.
Terry,
Called
yeah.
me like TJ, like,
Yeah.
bro, when you bring me that jersey?
Damn.
Because every time I would come on, wherever I played at,
Yeah.
I would bring them jerseys. Like my whole hood, we played Dream Team 2. Everybody in my neighborhood had Dream Team 2 jerseys. When I
Wow.
was at Syracuse, I was coming home with duffel bags and stuff. My whole hood rocked orange stuff because I'm the first one in my family to go to college.
See what I'm saying? No, see,
And the British Knights, though.
Yeah,
You see,
come on,
talk.
man.
I need you to give our family, our viewers, give them about 72 seconds on British Knights, man, and what you would do for the neighborhood
So,
of BK.
so again, me being in Jersey, I've been rocking Nike all my life,
Any question?
you know, and they're like, Derrick, you know, we want to do a deal, you know what I'm saying, with you. And I'm like, okay. But the money was about the same, you know. But when I'm sitting there having a conversation with them, I'm like, guys, look, I don't really care about the money.
Mm-hmm.
When it's Coach for Kids
Mm.
in the winter, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Or it's back to school, or what is that Nike truck gonna pull up in my neighborhood or pull up at Northern High School
Mm-hmm.
and unload it for these kids, these families in my community?
This conversation you got with Nike is what you're talking about
this
right
is what
now.
I'm
Okay.
having a conversation
I
with
know.
Nike. Yeah, they wasn't willing to do that.
So then here come BK.
So BK comes. You got to think at the time, the only person who was rocking BK was MC Hammer.
You ain't got to tell me. No
Yeah,
hooper rocking.
one no hooper
Done.
rock. So I having the same conversation, you know what I'm saying, with them. And they like, Derrick,
We'll do anything.
whatever you need, we gonna do it.
MTV commercials.
Yeah, let's
BK
rock. Yeah, let's go.
It's going down.
So every back to school, every Coach for Kids, or whatever, summertime, whatever. Hey, I need. Here come the truck. And they are giving it to everybody in my neighborhood, my community, my high school. Lena Bush, them all in rock or BK stuff.
Yeah,
Folks
yeah.
are mad as hell.
Of course.
So all this goddamn BK shit, that motherfucker. Man, he focus on the game.
It's all good. It's all
That
just like
damn big
that.
fella. This came up here, motherfucking truck came in here and dropped off everything.
But see, D, this is why I'm telling you, man. See, a lot of people
But
don't.
no, Rob, just again,
That's my point.
I don't do
I
it
know.
for those
That's the point.
reasons, Rob.
I know you don't. I know.
I don't go accept awards.
Uh-huh.
I don't do it for those.
I know you
That's
don't.
just not who I am.
Uh-huh.
Fam,
I know.
you know, and you know, like I said, we've been around each other forever, so you know that.
Mhm.
You know,
But I just want people to know that.
no, it's love,
Right,
man.
so
It's
people
always
know
love.
because you got that family. But okay, I got it. And I'm going to players.
Yeah.
One name.
Mm.
It's initials. AI.
I was saying AI. Yeah.
AI.
Yeah. Yo guy.
My brother,
Okay.
man. One of the guy would give you the shirt off his back. Now you talking about misunderstood.
Okay.
Mm.
You know, he is definitely one of the most misunderstood cats.
Okay.
But to know him is to love him.
Okay.
You know, because he will give you the shirt off his back. That's
Mhm.
what type of guy. To this day,
Okay.
every time that I talk to Al, soon as we FaceTime each other, he starts crying.
Wow. Wow.
He starts crying.
Every time.
My wife's like, why is Alan crying?
Mm-hmm.
I love you, bro. I
Man.
love you. He starts crying every time.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I see him,
Mm-hmm.
when he hug me, he gonna start crying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's just real love.
Yeah.
You know, and again, it took him even a time to get along with Coach Brown.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I used to be like, man, Coach love you and E. Snow, Eric Snow, and Aaron McKee, y'all can't do no wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, your little ass just hard headed. You know what I'm saying? You want to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And Coach is he's a teacher. He loves to teach, man. He loves to be in the gym. He loves to teach. And when he figured it out, he's like, bro, you right. You know what I'm saying? And last time that he was here, I called Coach Brown on the phone. I said, Coach, somebody want to talk to you. Soon as he started talking to Coach Brown, he started crying. Yeah.
Man, those are the things that I want
he
people to
started
hear about
crying, man.
because
Yeah.
the love that you have.
It's
for people.
it's
always been that way.
brotherhood.
It's always
It's
been that.
always been that way,
It's
man.
always been that, man.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm gonna throw another name at you. When you hear this thing, Woody, one word or whatever you want to share. J. Rose. You're a younger one, but you
My
know.
youngin' though.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
My youngins. So again, you know, we have to pass everything on to the next generation.
Mhm.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, so like you said, come home in the summertime. Well, all of us, you know, you
Mhm.
come to the Saint, we all there, we hooping and everything. and we all go out, eat dinner. You
Mhm.
know, we come back. They still in school, so
Yeah,
you know, oh man, what y'all need? Take the money. You take the car.
Mhm.
You go the keys. I was standing in the riverfront at the time. You go the
Mhm.
keys to my apartment. Y'all go have some fun, enjoy y'all stuff, man.
Mhm.
But again, always just trying to instill in that next generation, hey man, you don't owe me nothing,
Mhm.
but you make it, you become successful in life. Come on, man. Help the next generation. And with his school and everything that he's doing right now, man, I mean, I'm so proud, of him. I talk
Yeah.
to him, all the time, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Look." So we got this George Gervin event coming up. We're gonna honor George in February,
Okay, where's it gonna be at?
at the, Henry Ford, Museum.
Oh, man, you gotta let us know. We gotta
Yeah,
put that all
yeah,
the way up.
yeah, man. Again, we gotta give our guys their flowers.
Why they still here?
No question.
There
You
you
know,
go.
we gotta give them their flowers. So before COVID and everything, we honor Spencer
Yeah.
at the African American Museum. So we're gonna come back and honor George. But again, we got so many guys.
Oh man,
Hey, but listen,
You
we
know,
gotta
we
put it
wanna honor them
Yeah.
and
Yep.
let them know that, hey man, we stand on the shoulders of our ancestors.
Absolutely.
I don't wear
Absolutely.
44 if I don't see George wearing 44. Been 44
Nice, man.
all your life.
all my life, man. And think about that though.
Yeah.
To actually be able to get on the phone and talk
To the guy
To
who
your
you
idol.
to your
To
idol.
your idol.
So when I see him, hey,
No,
I
you.
hug him, I'm crying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's how
No,
emotional.
See, they don't believe the big homie cry. Okay. See,
Yeah.
He actually cried a lot.
Yeah, right.
But see,
Hey,
Yeah.
D,
go ahead.
another one. Your guy. When you left here, you've been here most of the time. You go to Jim Boeheim.
Yep. I was going there, but go ahead, G.
Jim Boeheim. Give me some lyrics. Man.
Oh my
What's your
God,
thoughts?
man. Coach Boeheim. Well, let me give you the story.
Mhm.
But so I moved back to Detroit, 12, 13 years old.
Yep.
I can't find shoes to fit my feet because every age I turn, my foot.
Yep.
That's
My
what
nickname in Alabama is Foots.
It's foot.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm 13, I'm wearing 13. I'm 14, I'm wearing the 14. 15, I'm wearing the 15, right? So my mama walking, I'm like, God damn, what we gonna get this boy some shoes at? But Coach Harrison knew Dave Bennett,
Okay.
introduced me to Dave. So at the time, you gotta think, Dave is from, the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know Dave Bean played basketball. I'm
Wow.
looking at Dave Bean as the
Businessman. Yep.
being
Mhm.
still,
Still.
being still,
Mhm.
right? So Dave, coach introduces me, and then he's like, "Hey, motherfucker, host needs some shoes, baby." You know what I'm saying? So Dave like, I got it.
Mhm.
Buys me shoes, whatever, and me and him start this relationship,
Mhm.
not knowing that
Mm.
12 or 13 years old, it was Benny White
Mhm.
and Cookie Marsh.
Dang.
Not even knowing
I was about to ask
that.
about Betty White.
Like, come on, right? So I'm going to see Dave one day in his office. I'm sitting downstairs in the lobby, poster on the wall, and I'm looking. I'm like, I see Dr. J. I see the fro,
Yeah.
the number 6,
Yeah.
Bob Lanier in the
Yeah.
next pitch. You know what I'm saying? I look. I said, "Damn, that's Dave."
You didn't even know. Had no idea.
Uh-huh.
No idea.
That's crazy.
So when I get upstairs, I'm like, "Mr. Bain,
Mm.
why you ain't tell me you played basketball?" I didn't feel it was important, son.
Mm.
I didn't feel that was really important.
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
That's crazy.
But again, so you seeing in my life, I've always had these type of people that
Yep.
I don't do it for those reasons.
Yep. Humility.
Yes, I'm
I
establishing
know,
it.
man. But
I'm just saying, right?
It is
So
what it is.
that's what I
I
get it
know,
from.
man. You
That's
you
what
my
I'm
guy.
like, I'm straight.
You my guy, so I always gotta keep
Don't
it
worry
going.
about it.
All right, so you said somebody. You said something that's a saying that they said all the time. Hoss maybe.
Whoa.
Doc Wilson, all my
Doc
life.
Wilson.
In the hood. But Coach, let me go back to Coach Boeheim.
Okay.
So him and Dave are roommates at Syracuse.
Syracuse. Absolutely.
So Dave is sending me every summer. I'm going to spend like 2 weeks in Syracuse at basketball camp.
Wow.
I never forget my first time ever going. We riding and we come across this mass, water.
Mhm.
And I'm like, "What's that?" And he starts laughing. He's like, "It's Niagara Falls." I said, "Man, I thought Niagara Falls was on the West Coast."
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
3 hours away, but again, route.
You
Mhm.
don't
I'm
know.
from
You don't
Mobile,
know.
Alabama to
South.
Detroit. I ain't been nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm confined these 8, 10 blocks in my neighborhood.
Mhm.
But look what basketball do for us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Opens all doors for us.
Yes, it did.
Broadens our horizons.
Mhm.
Expose us to everything. So we
It's
stop.
Mhm.
Niagara Falls, get out. Like, wow,
Wow.
amazing. He takes me on to camp, drop me off. I stay up there 2 weeks, at camp with coach. And just my whole vibe going to Syracuse and being able to talk with Coach Boeheim and just how down to earth, what I'm saying, he was. He goes to Coach House to shoot pool all the time. He's a very competitive,
okay.
guy, but he was always a guy that, again, he never took anything said on the basketball court to heart. He never held that against you.
Mm.
'Cause we get in arguments in the middle of the game. We be running something, we come to the timeout. I'm like, "Hey, coach, man, that shit ain't working." Like, "Hey, we need to run X, Y, Z." You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Never took that to heart. So he used to my freshman year, he used to cuss me out all the time,
There you go.
And he cussed me out so much that I'm like, "Yo, maybe this ain't the place for me."
Mm.
So I'm calling home one day. I'm talking to my aunt,
Okay.
and I'm venting.
Okay.
I'm like, "I don't know, Aunt Mary, baby, how you doing?" I'm like, "I'm all right. School is going good." I said, "But Coach Beck and Coach Harrison, I come from that."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's in one ear out the other ear. I'm like, "I don't know. I'm just not." You know what I'm saying? All I hear is the background is my Uncle
Your
Robert.
uncle.
Hand me the phone, Mayor. Motherfucker gets on the phone.
That's right.
You want to deal with him or you want
wanna
to deal with me? And hand her back the phone. "Hey, Aunt Mary, I'll talk to you later." If I don't give a damn what Coach Boeheim
Come on, man.
says, I'm going to do. Because there's no way I'm going back to Detroit to deal with my Uncle Robert. No way.
That
Yeah.
right
You
there,
don't want to
man.
deal with that.
No.
Wow.
So, man, and Malcolm Pendleton said, being around Benny White, Dave Beaton, and Doc Wilson.
Malcolm, my brother.
Yeah.
Bro.
All
bad
top
dude.
shelf, one of the best people, some of the best people ever, great perspective. So,
Okay.
D, I want to ask another name because this is one of my favorite people and your guy, Steve Smith. When you hear, ooh, I gotta see,
Hold on.
ooh,
Though. I
Smitty.
talking about somebody, Demetrius and what's it
Now,
called?
hold on, I'm gonna get to that. Hold on, I'm gonna give you that. Don't worry.
If
All right.
Meach had 35, motherfucker, I had 50.
No, and that's not the see. What you don't realize is that's what happened. But I'm telling you, I was there. So we gonna digress a little bit. So the story is what happened. Tone come gets me. He said, "Rap."
Always.
He rap. We gotta go to the same. DC and Smitty is playing Meats and Al.
Elderboard.
Yes, sir.
I say,
Oh, boy.
dang, we go down there, man. Saint is on tilt.
Always.
It's on tilt. The big homie, Smitty, Meathead. See, that's what he. One thing I remember about Meathead was this. I just remember when he won Mr. Basketball, he was in the newspaper. He had on the silk. He had the silk.
Right.
He had the silk on.
Yes,
Silk
yeah.
on. He had the silk on.
Representing us.
Yeah. Representing the city. So,
Yeah.
D, I'm telling you, man,
Man,
you know
oh,
you
man.
my God. I love you like
Yeah,
God love a
no,
Christian.
no.
So what happened was we go down there, man, and we watch it. Man, Meathead is going to work on you. This is
Mind you, I'm 6'10".
Yeah.
But the thing is, Meathead though, Meathead catches it on the post, and he going left, right, jump hook. You swing, because first, you already know, you was out late the night before,
He
hanging out
probably
there.
was too.
Yeah, ain't no doubt about it.
Bro,
That
he
morning.
giving you the business. I'm like, dang. And I'm looking at me like, dang. But then Smitty and you turn up. Of course, y'all won the game. That's not up
Oh,
in
we gonna
debate.
turn up.
Y'all turn it up. I was like, dang, the Meathead was working. Al Boy, rest his soul
Right,
too.
yeah.
The in and out. He going hard. In and out.
Right.
All
Yeah.
50 times.
Pull up.
You
Yeah.
know, pull up. And it's going to be a flat jump every time.
Well, you gotta be flat in the sink anyway.
But so I just remember that stuff, man. But back to it.
Great times.
Great
man.
time. When you think of Steve Smith, we talking about Smitty. What do you think about when you think about Steve Smith?
late bloomer, as was all of us at that time.
Really, Smitty.
You know, big guard.
Yeah.
You know, handles. But when I look at it, just what you said earlier. See, people don't understand. We in the Belmont, me, you, Low, Tone, and Steve, full court 1-on-1 knockout,
Yep.
2-on-2, 3-on-3,
Mhm.
and to see where Smitty came from to I mean, I went to the draft because it was right after me. You had him,
Yeah.
Doug Smith, and Billy Owens. I was trying to get Steve to come to Jersey
Okay.
because they were asking me, "Oh, Derrick, who do you think we should take in the draft?" I said, "Well, we're gonna take a guard. We need to take Steve Smith.
Mhm.
If we're gonna take a small forward, we need to take Billy Owens." So I'm like, either way, I don't lose. But to see where Steve has come from,
Mhm.
I mean, to making it to that next level, even in college. You know what I'm saying? I've always been such a huge fan of it because, again, like you said, I'm big dog.
Mhm.
He's
Yep.
a year younger than me, and I'm
Yep.
like, if we would have communicated then, I probably would have wound up at Michigan State before him because our chemistry was just so crazy
Crazy.
together
Yep.
from since we were kids.
Mhm.
And I never forget, you know, I used to check off on the calendars, man.
Mhm.
Like, I sit at home, we weren't playing watch games.
Okay.
So if Steve got into an argument or something, or Grant Long, or T.
Mhm.
Mills, or Jay Rose, or Chris Webber,
Mhm.
I would check it off on my calendar when we playing them guys again.
Uh-huh.
You know, Track and Trailer, Eddie
Yep.
Taylor, Mo Taylor.
Yeah, Mo Taylor.
And so when we walk on the court, you know, to warm up, everybody is like, yeah, you know, nah. What was that shit you said to Steve Smith? Yeah.
Big
'Cause I
homie.
know he ain't gonna get out like I'm gonna get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Nah, he got some big brothers out
Yeah,
there.
got some big
You know what I'm
bros
saying?
out here.
For real, that's gonna handle it for him.
Gonna handle it.
Nah, D, we good. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Let me know y'all good.
Mhm.
You know,
Exactly.
because we was deep. I mean,
Yeah.
every time that I walked on the court, it was one of my homeboys on the team.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes 2 or 3.
Yeah.
You know, I was in Miami. It was Willie Burton, Steve, Volshawn Leonard,
Yeah.
Glenn Rice.
Oh, uh-huh.
I'm walking out. What up, though?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
My man.
yeah.
You know,
So-
love him to this day still.
So, G, you got any other person? Because I got one last person that I got to ask about. It's going to throw you off, but I want to see what your response is. You got one? You got another G person?
I want to hear yours.
Then we're going to get into, obviously, we're going to talk
Man,
about
we can
the
get here 3, 4
I
hours.
already know, but man, we
Yeah.
got it. We're going to keep moving.
It's all love.
So, one person, when you hear this thing, it's not a hooper, not a coach.
You almost made him choke.
I gotta ask this: when you hear the wife, Gina, what do you think of?
Who?
The wife,
Your
your
bride.
wife.
Oh, you
bride.
said Gina.
Your bride.
I had to ask.
My better half.
There you
right.
go. There you go.
You know, it's the yin and the yang. It's the balance.
Okay.
In life, you know what I'm saying with Gina. I mean, I love independent women. My
Mhm.
wife has always been a go-getter.
Okay.
You know, never waited for me
Mhm.
to do, you know, anything like you better catch up.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm like, I'm him now. What you
Mhm.
mean I better catch up? You know?
Huh?
Yeah. But you know, in life we always gotta have balance, man.
Yeah.
You know, and she's been my balance.
There you go.
More than anything. I mean,
There you go.
20 shit, I don't know if I've been married. 23, 4 years.
Uh-huh.
But been together almost, you know, 30,
Okay.
Yeah.
you know. And
Yeah.
again, black love.
Ain't no question about it.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all keep saying that we don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, y'all keep stereotyping us.
Uh-huh.
So I don't come from that.
Exactly.
you
Yes.
know? I come from a single parent home.
Mhm.
To be honest with you,
Okay.
I just found my father
No way. G.
Remember last time
right
he was here, man.
before Thanksgiving. So I did my ancestry DNA test. And
Wow.
that's a whole nother conversation we need to have. Me and Will was talking about that the other day, that we need to have a conversations about, you know, parenting, single fathers, dads, moms. So I on Christmas I do the DNA test, right?
We didn't talk about it.
All my family, my
Mhm.
kids,
Mhm.
my wife, and my mom.
Okay.
right?
Wow.
So get the results back. So we're from Nigeria,
Mhm.
and the woman carries a gene that is stronger than a man's gene anyway.
Okay.
Because y'all keep talking God, but y'all can say God is a woman. Everybody got a label, don't they?
Mhm.
Okay, you cut your umbilical cord for who you cutting it from? A woman.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So I'm sitting at home before Thanksgiving. My ancestry app go off. I see William Marshall. That's all I know about my father
Mm.
is William Marshall is his name.
Mhm.
My mom still ain't sharing everything, you know what I'm
Said that
saying?
last time he was here.
Exactly.
He was
Mhm.
transparent
So
as
I'm
hell.
sitting there, bro. I'm like, man, William Marshall. Boom, I click on it. Hey, I see that we're related. I would love to have a conversation for you. So I tell my wife that. I say, Gina, I think my father just texted me.
What?
Yeah.
Mm.
So I'm like, hey, I look forward to the conversation. Right.
Wow.
So next day, hits me back. I opened it up
Mhm.
and he's like, hey, no, I'm William Marshall Jr. So it's actually my
It's your
brother.
brother.
Dang.
So I'm like, hey, I don't know too much about my dad. I know my mom got pregnant when she was in New York. So I knew exactly where my mother got pregnant at in
Mhm.
Long Island.
Mm.
Hempstead, Long Island, New York.
Okay.
But I didn't say that. I just put NYC.
Mhm.
He's like, man, I don't know that about my dad. Let me ask my cousin. They grew up together.
Mhm.
Maybe she can share some light on. So about 2 hours go by. He hit me back like, yeah, my cousin said my dad used to live in Hempstead, Long Island, New York,
Mm.
and always said he had a son in Alabama.
Man,
Damn.
gee, what?
Bruh.
It's crazy.
When
It's
he sent
crazy.
me the picture of my father,
Uh-huh. Big man.
my son looked more like him than I do.
Yeah,
When
he
I
was skip a generation that
showed it
time.
to Gina, she's like,
That's
"Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
Dee Dee.
Yeah.
Like he looked more like Dee Dee than you do."
Wow.
So he sends me the picture. I call him.
Mhm.
Hey man, what's happening? He was like, I know you got a million questions, man. He said, let me just start off by saying, man, our dad passed in '09,
oh,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
He said, but I took my DNA test 2 weeks ago. He
Mhm.
said, I just got my results back. He said, when I got my results, I just thought that, hey, Derrick Coleman is a distant cousin of mine. He said, I didn't even open it up. He said, I just saw everybody else that I knew that was some kin to me, right?
you realize it was you.
But again, George, he didn't even open it up
There you go.
Mm.
because you see everybody else like, oh, these my cousins, my
Yep.
aunts, my uncles there. He said, man, I came back the next day.
Oh.
When I came back the next day, I clicked on it and opened it up. You say, hey, this guy has got to be your grandfather, your father, your brother, 100%.
Dang.
He sent it to me.
Y'all gonna make me cuss him,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
Oh.
Sent it to me. But again, knowing. See,
Yep.
we all got to know.
Yeah.
And I used to have this conversation, with my mother. I said, it's not about you. It's about me having closure for myself.
Man, big
So,
man.
so, bro, every negativity in my
Wow.
life, like I said, I don't come from that.
There you go.
I'm from a single parent home. I'm raised by
Man.
my grandmama, my
Mhm.
uncle.
Your uncle.
But again, in life, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna have kids.
Got
Mhm.
family.
I'm gonna have a
Got
family
family.
of my own, and I'm gonna teach my kids that. So I said, when I found them and we talked about it, called my kids, they came over. We said because I've been telling them about this journey all my life.
Mm.
Wow.
About I don't know my dad, and
Mhm.
I set them down. I showed them the picture. As soon as I showed my kids the picture, like, Dad, that's you and Dee Dee. My daughter was like, wow, you and
Uh,
Dee Dee. I'm like, yeah. I said, but he passed
Passed.
away.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
He's like, at least you found them, Dad. So I have a whole other family, fam, that my brother invited me to come Thanksgiving,
Mhm.
to dinner, and I said, it's just too soon for me
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time.
Let me
process
There
process
you go.
all
It's
this.
time.
you know what
Yep.
I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But again, to be able to share the story, because you know what we gonna do, fam? We gonna inspire everybody else,
Mhm.
and that's what it's about. You know, I don't have no ill wills toward nobody.
Yeah, of course.
My mom, my dad.
No, of course
we
not.
all make mistakes in life.
And who knows how? Look here.
Thank you.
Anita Baker said, "I'm so glad I took the path that led to this."
Thank you.
Understanding that, who knows what that one variable could have done.
But let me explain it to you, George.
Go ahead, keep rolling.
It gets so deep, right? Because my homeboy Rob Moore. So Rob Moore went to school with me in Syracuse, who's from Hempstead, Long Island. Played wide receiver for the Jets. So like you on breaks. Every time Rob would come back to school, he'd be like, D, you got family in Long Island? Yeah. You got family, and he's from Hempstead, Long Island.
Wow.
But at the time, you got to think, bro, I'm 18, 19
like,
years
no,
old. I'm like, bro, I got a big family.
Yeah, but
I said, but nobody never said we were from Hempstead, Long Island. He's like, man, these guys is telling me, like, man, your father's here. And these guys, every time I go home to the barbershop, they're like, yo, man, tell DC we said what's up. That's our cousin. Yeah, that's how crazy it was.
Wow.
So, no, it gets better.
Okay.
So I'm in Jersey. We might not even get to the AAU.
Yeah, see, that's not right there.
I'm in
You're killing
Jersey
me right now. I'm trying to be on tax right now. No, you don't spend an hour on asking
names
and
Jersey,
shit.
though, right?
What you talking about?
I'm
Drake
in Jersey. I'm warming up, and ball boy comes out on the court. He says, "Hey, Derrick, it's a man over here saying he's your father. He want to talk to you."
Man.
But see, that's the anger in
it. At that point in time, you haven't matured enough to deal with that.
I haven't even matured enough to deal with it because I'm like, what do you want
right now? That's the first thing you're thinking.
That's the first thing in my mind because I done been from Mobile, Alabama.
I need the shoes, dog. I need the shoes.
Thank you.
That's the first thing coming to your mind.
So I never even looked in the direction. That's how mad I was.
Of course. Justifiably so.
I'm 20, 21 years. So what you want now? Through all my ups and downs and pitfalls in life, through all the obstacles and everything that I've been through in my lifetime, and still we rise, right?
There you go.
And I'm here.
Come on, man.
What do you want now? So I'm not even ready to have that type of conversation at all. I'm really ready to like.
No.
Yeah, go
I get
it.
If you see me right now, I could.
I'm mad.
Yep.
And I never turned around to even look to see who he was. And I regretted that, my whole, because again, boys and men, as we get older, we realize we understand, about life ourselves. And we always talk about the village.
Yeah.
They felt we the village now.
What are you talking? There ain't no question.
You know what I'm saying? We that village.
We the village.
So just being able to, to share that, experience, because again, there's so many other guys that are out there just like me.
What are you talking about, man?
A lot.
So I always want to do, I just want to inspire, man. I'm always going to speak my truth.
Yeah.
But just what you said, we always got to control the narrative and what we
do. There you go.
I don't do podcasts.
We know.
I don't do that.
We know.
You ain't played this game at my level.
Yeah.
Why would I have a conversation with you about it?
Sure. Makes no sense.
Well, either my guys that have podcasts, I'll come on their show, but I get DM every day.
Oh, we know.
Come on and do it. I'm like, man, no disrespect to anybody, but who are you?
Yeah.
So I'd rather sit and tell my own story.
You're
going to hear it straight from me. You're not going to hear it from anybody else, so don't get twisted.
There you go.
I've learned that in life, even doing interviews and telling the story. And then they spin
on everything.
On everything that we do.
Especially as it relates to us.
Thank you. And I'm like, nah, I'm not doing it. I'm straight.
And you're comfortable enough with yourself, right?
Always have. I know who I am and what I represent.
Well,
all my life.
I think it's a great, because I know we got some specific questions. That's a great segue to this, though.
Yeah.
You revamped and restarted, the AAU piece.
Yeah, but before we go to that, G, we're going to do a commercial. Then we're going to keep your thought on that. Hey, Q, did you get that drop that flyer? It's crazy that this conversation, because we got to
see, it's genuine.
There you go. And this is crazy. We have this is what they're saying online, but the flyer with Damon. No, we did it in middle school. This is something else.
No, this is something.
something
Man, listen, man. When I drop this flyer, Dean, I start talking about this. You're gonna be like, "This is crazy that we talking about this." Damon Jackson, Brickmaster. This is crazy. These brothers, Damon Jackson, them. It's called Building Black Brick Masters, a conversation for the ages, and what they're doing is going to be it's going to be a couple weeks. Shrine of the Black Madonna,
down the street from
talking about relationships and families.
Come on, now.
This is crazy. It's giving me freaking chills right now.
Yeah,
because my man, they coming on the show to talk about what they're doing, and for you to start talking about the family, to me, it's like, yo, this is really, it is God ordained in my mind. I'm like,
ain't no doubt
this is
about it.
crazy, man.
Ain't no doubt about it.
So, man, brick building, Black Brick Masters coming up. It is January
20th, 11 a.m. It's going to be at the Shrine of the Black Madonna on Linwood, 7625. At Hogarth, right there. At Hogarth. Damien, obviously, man, that's our guy, man.
Yes.
Keith Bennett is a part of this. The crazy part, Randy Henry, the father. That's that ain't no question. Great dude.
Yes.
So I had an opportunity. They had me last year. I went out, man, and I spoke, man. And I spoke at Damien School, man, at Melvin WT. What these gentlemen are doing, the character of these guys, man, is so true. It's so transparent. And they are, you notice they ain't trying to be on TV. They're not doing anything for fanfare.
Yes.
They are trying to help educate these young men and women and try to rebuild our families. One child, one move, one parent at a time.
Yeah.
So let's make sure we go out. Let's support
And
this,
support
man.
that.
We
Yeah,
have
no
to.
doubt, man.
Hey,
That's what
kudos
it's
to y'all.
about. Yes,
Damien,
sir.
kudos, man.
Man, so now, D, man, now why everybody's here, why we post about the AAU, Derrick Coleman, the great, in my opinion, one of the best power forwards in NBA history. I'm telling you, in my opinion. I may be a little biased, but I'm going to roll with the
game
ball.
recognized game, man. Ask my peers about it. They'll tell you.
I already know.
Yeah.
I already know. I was looking at stuff. I was like, these dudes, they like, yeah, D was that dude. So, D, you have a new venture with AAU basketball in the state of Michigan. And it is about time that we had somebody, in my opinion, that is going to bring some, one, credibility, understanding, who's played it at a high level, and to put some parameters on it to benefit the entire village, like you're talking about. So, I guess the first question, G, you got a first question. I got tons of them. How did this partnership, the first one, how did this partnership, DC, come about?
Well, I've been having this conversation first and foremost with Orlando Watkins.
Okay.
Wow.
Who's Rocky Watkins' son, who was our coach at Team Michigan since '77. And for me, one thing, that conversation always been that I'm just not a person who's going to let Rocky's legacy die.
Yeah.
Just think about all the kids that he's touched through the game of basketball. I'm like, we just can't leave that, again, giving him his flowers. And we've been having this conversation probably the last 2 years.
Okay.
What does that look like?
Okay.
How do we, collaborate, make something happen, do something that's different? And Orlando came up. He's like, "Well, I've been thinking about doing this stuff like regions, like breaking it down, splitting it up, and you control these different regions in Michigan." I'm like, "Well, I'm only going to control one region, and everything starts with us, and that's Detroit."
Detroit. Yep.
I said, if I can get Wayne, Oakland, Macomb, and Washington County, that takes me to Ann Arbor, and Nipsey. I said, man, I'm good, but with my relationships that I have in Canada, so I have a whole country that those guys are dying to get to the States because they want exposure.
They want
and what they're doing. So it's been a almost 2-year, a battle with us, conversating, talking about it. What does it look like? Because a lot of times when I said Southeast region, a lot of people were asking me like, so you finna create, Southeast region AAU team? And I'm like,
No.
I'm Team Michigan for life. You know,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna always be that no matter what. I'm like, no, I'm gonna be over the whole region.
Yeah.
And again, we have to bring respect back to what we're doing when you talk about this game of basketball.
Right.
Because a lot of parents have been what is the word I'm looking for?
Mhm.
Besides being lied to.
Yeah.
Misguided.
Yeah, misguided. Great word, but lied to. Yeah,
Yep.
about this whole AAU thing, and you find a lot of these clubs are not even registered.
Yeah.
Your club is not registered, your teams are not even registered for AAU, but y'all are going out lying to these parents promoting that.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Yeah, not at all.
So again, me bringing all of my resources and relationships to
Yeah.
the table
Mhm.
and really figuring out and structuring it and doing it the right way.
Mhm.
That's what piqued my interest, in
Okay.
it more than anything. Like, yo, we got to get back to doing this thing
Okay.
the right way.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And so with that and doing it the right way, and obviously, to your point, a lot of parents have been misled, misguided.
Yes.
And that's what happens when you have the inmates with the asylum. I hate to say it, but that's what happens. Listen, it is what it is.
And George said, facts are
That's a
facts.
fact.
But see, our parents are not even doing their research.
Yep.
That's the problem.
Mhm.
I can't just hand my kids to anybody.
Yeah.
Even when the junior NBA started and the NBA called me, it's like, hey, we're gonna do the junior NBA. I said, well, you know what? I'm gonna do Team Michigan, to play junior NBA. And I had people calling me from everywhere,
Mhm.
even, Ohio, hey, can our kids play? And I'm like, I am gonna win or lose with Michigan kids.
Period.
Period.
Listen, I gotta take care of my backyard first.
That's what it's all about. We
That's
gotta
what
take care of us.
wow.
Yeah.
Man, y'all and you man T Will, y'all always said if not us, then who?
Man,
There you
then
go.
who? Like I say, we the village now, fellas.
We the village.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you get involved in youth sports and development? What made you want to get involved in that? You talked about this a little earlier about but what made you want to get involved?
Well, again, man, my mentors in
Yep.
life,
Yep.
Benny White, Derrick McDowell, Cookie Mars. I mean, growing up, going to camps, you know what I'm saying, myself. And I just knew really just the impact of the game of basketball, what it meant to all of us.
Mhm.
So look, I don't care nothing about basketball.
Yeah.
I do basketball in my sleep.
In your sleep.
If I walk into a gym, boom, it clicks on like a light switch.
Yes. Uh-huh.
But how do we use that ball to bring exposure to our kids
There you go.
and get them to understand,
Mhm.
basketball and being in the gym is supposed to be a safe haven,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Come in, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna do what we're gonna do, but we're
Mhm.
gonna have some real serious conversations too about life.
Mhm.
Because you walk outside that door, they don't care nothing about you
Yeah.
No.
at all.
Yeah.
So we have to keep continuing to teach that with our kids. So again, we've been doing it 20 years in the neighborhood.
I was just about to
You know what I'm
say.
saying? Think about that.
So going back,
Yeah,
you giving out lunch,
yeah,
making sure the kids eat at camp, and
yes,
then you transfer to DC Elite. You up at U Prep,
yeah.
food, nutrition, all those
Come on.
things.
All
So it's,
that.
it's really an organic thing.
It's been organic
Yeah.
for us. It's just for me, I hate the fake politics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anything that we do, because that lets me know you guys don't really have vision. And y'all say it's about the kids.
But
It's
really,
not really about the kids.
About that, they
Yeah.
about that bankroll.
Yeah,
man.
it's about the paper. And again, some George said earlier too, the ego.
Yeah.
it's the ego. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's not. I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
Well, you're
I'm gonna
comfortable
do
with
it.
you,
I'm
B.
always George. Come on,
I
man.
know.
I know who I am and what I represent.
Man, it's crazy.
Well,
You know?
that leads to this though.
Okay,
B.
go ahead,
You
Steve, 'cause
know,
I know you got something.
you're gonna be in charge. You mentioned the role models, and obviously you can run from it if you want to. You being who you are and a role model yourself, how we gonna try to filter out this thing where we get more Rocky Watkins, Benny Whites, Derrick Coleman's involved in this? Because you've seen it.
Yeah.
How are we going? What do you have in place, or do you have something in place? Have you thought about it so we can get real men and women in front of these young people? Because we oftentimes are the only source of discipline and structure. Oftentimes,
Exactly.
So what are we going to do to help these young people?
Well, just what you said, that's being a coach. A coach is more than just a basketball coach.
No, ain't no doubt.
I'm a father. I'm a mentor.
Yes,
I'm a
sir.
friend. I'm a big brother. You know, but we really, George, we got to get the people that care.
Yep.
We got to weed out all the riffraff in everything we do. We got to get people that really in it for the right reasons. And that's where we struggle with it right now so much.
And that's why basketball, you know, people, our talent level, people stop. I'm telling you, we're there. When you see these young people in middle school, at the middle school level, you can say, oh man, these kids going to be able to do something. And then something happens. And typically, this is not a kid issue. This is not about talent or lack thereof. Oftentimes, we become bloodsuckers and we just kind of suck up and we don't do right by these children. And it becomes about us. And then the young people impact and their talents aren't developed. So,
but they're going to always suffer, regardless of what goes on. Who always winds up suffering?
Come on, man. And then everybody, and guess what? Then we on to the next.
Thank you.
And that's how it goes.
When they cut the budgets, what's the first budgets that they cut?
Man, you better stop it. Children and inner city children more
and the park and
specifically.
recreation, all that, they cut all the budgets. So it's all designed. But we have to get our kids and our parents to start understanding that.
Man.
They're cutting it because, look, we're going to send you to the street corners. But ain't no money in the streets no more. We come up in the mirror.
Yeah.
We
We grew up in the height of that. And now
exactly.
it's something else.
Yeah, it's something else. So they setting you up for failure right now, man. You know, but this AAU thing for me is just, again, structure, organizing with the right people.
With the right people.
You know, I showed you my phone earlier today.
Oh, my God.
I made the post January 1st.
12 o'clock.
12. I got 20,000
Yes.
people that have hit me about AAU basketball.
Okay. In the literal sense.
Yes. I'm like, gee, look at this, man. I've got calls from everywhere across the globe. My guys in Mexico, Venezuela. Hey, man, I saw it, bruh. How can we help? How can we participate? What do you need from us?
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, dude, we got some people online.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got some people online.
Yeah, like I said, man,
they want to ask specifically some questions. They don't want to talk to my man Gibbs over here in Lions. They don't want to talk to the loser. We don't want to talk to Parlay Pete's. His first parlay of the year, Parlay Pete didn't win. So what they need to do right now, they want to talk to a winner, man. Come on. Hey, let's get some of the questions online, y'all.
Okay, so let me see who got. It was a couple questions. Okay, so hold on.
Oh man, here he go. I tell you right, he gonna say, Mr. Coleman, he addressed me properly. Talk about your battles with Air.
Man,
and do you remember the crazy reverse MJ did on y'all in shot?
Well, it wasn't my battle with Air. You know what I'm saying? My battle was with Horace Grant. So if MJ had 35, I had 35 right with him because Horace Grant couldn't check me.
Yeah. And Grant ain't all them 35.
Y'all better come and give him some help. Yeah. So just like we doubling MJ, they doubling me on the
Same thing.
Right. Stop it, man. Stop it.
What you see, Q? What you got?
Man, Kyrie Thompson said, hey, but DC, did you ever see Cheryl Miller play?
Man, did I?
Was she ahead of her time?
Yes, she was.
I'm going to give you KT.
Man.
I'm going to give you my answer. She was.
Yes, she was
sick.
bro. She was sick.
She was sick.
She had game. Capital G-A-M-E. Yes, I did see her.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Dream Team 1 versus Dream
Come on,
Team
man.
7.
Come on, man. It ain't even going 7.
Yeah, because they were older.
Thank you.
People ask that question all the time.
It ain't going 7.
No. Okay.
They try to erase us. You know what I'm saying? They never give us our props with Dream Team 2.
No, but okay, well, skip that.
Yeah,
we ain't talking about they older. Whatever happened, what do you would have happened if y'all was in the prime?
Prime and prime.
Prime and prime?
Prime and prime?
That has yet to be determined.
Oh, no, so can we
Prime
remind the people
prime.
who was on Dream Team 2? And Ralph made a great point earlier about a lot of people don't remember and don't do this. I want you to think about this. Dream Team 2 they went a different route because Dream Team 1, they had to get the legends, and they knew they were going to win.
So
But Dream Team 2, who was on that team, DC? Name your guys because they need to hear who was on that squad.
Yes.
had the eighth wonder of the world, Shaq,
Shaquille O'Neal.
Lonzo Mourning,
Lonzo Mourning. Back up.
Larry Johnson,
Damn.
Grandma.
Grandma, the Rain Man,
Sean Kemp.
Sean Kemp, me,
DC, Lefty.
yeah,
DC 44.
Dominique Wilkins, my homeboy, Steve Smith. Come on, I told him, I said, hey, man, we went from the hood to a gold medal, bro.
PSL, 2 gold
Think
medals
about
in Dream
that.
Team 2.
Think about that.
No, D.
Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish.
Let me finish. Excited to hear what y'all.
Let me finish. The assassin, Mark Price.
Yep. Mark Price.
Tim Hardaway. Mr. Crossover.
Killer crossover.
And Zeke and Joe. So y'all talking that Mike thing, but who knocked Chicago out of the playoffs every year? Zeke and yes, sir. Zeke and Joe.
Wow.
And Kevin Johnson. And you know who was thumping it for us? Reggie Miller.
Yep, Reggie was on that team. I saw
Stop and Thunder Dan.
Oh, Dan Marley was on that
three
team.
guys from Michigan.
Mount Pleasant,
Represent,
Pershing,
thank
Northern.
you. Representing. Come on, man. Stop doubting us. Stop doubting us.
So all no. So we hearing it right now. Dream Team 2, remember, this ain't ESPN, even though we're a little level ahead. My man just said Dream Team 2, it would not have gone 7 games.
Nah.
Favor
in they prime,
Deuce.
yeah, we probably would have won 7 games.
Yeah, probably would have won.
But come on, man. Larry Bird, his back broke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Magic, everybody was really on their way
It
out.
was on their way out. No, they were on
You know
their way
what I'm
out. That's
saying?
right.
Yeah. And I pay homage to them because, again, without them, there is no us.
Ain't no
But
doubt about it.
when we step on that floor, though,
Down.
it's going
Got
down.
a big homie gonna give him that work.
It's going down.
We gonna give him
You know
that work.
Like I said, I got Dave Wonder with me. Let's go.
We throw it inside. Ain't
Patrick
nothing they
Ewing
doing.
ain't doing nothing with him.
Nah,
No.
Dave Robinson ain't doing nothing with
no,
him.
sir.
Thank you.
Every time he saw D-Rob, he was mad
Yeah,
too.
come on, right.
Every time he saw D-Rob,
Come
he
on,
was
man.
mad.
Shit.
So man,
Tie the basket down, big fella. Let's go home early.
Oh, damn. Damn. That's how you did.
He told that motherfucker down on that.
I saw that video.
yes, yes, sir.
So you got a reference point there, buddy.
Oh, come on. Come on,
Man,
man.
that's crazy.
Got a reference point, you know? Because we out there, again, doing what we do. We talking trash to each other. You know, like, hey, I'm going to get 50. You won't get 50 and get wild in the game. Because I'm going to foul the shit out your big ass.
Yeah.
You know? So
Looks
again,
like you would have had.
yeah. But I catch it at the top. I drive it on there, and he come
bang.
weak side.
You give it
Straight
to
with
him.
the left. Bang,
Drop
right
it.
on,
And you gave
right
him
on his
that.
head.
You
I
gave him
gave
that.
him this.
You gave him that.
No, but see the
He
thing
was
is,
mad at him.
listen, pipe when it old school Belmont, the statement was piped it on.
Yeah, pipe it on me.
Piped it on.
Oh,
This was crazy. I just saw a Shaq interview a couple weeks ago. We should have had it up. He talked about
my
that.
dog. Loving
He
the
talked
death.
about it. He said, man, I was dunking on everybody.
Yeah.
He said, man, in DC, he said, man, he could do everything. On NBA TV, he said, man, he got me.
Bro,
Said,
if you down there long enough,
he said, I'm from
you gonna
Jersey.
get it.
I remember, Shaq
Yeah.
from Jersey.
And his mom and his dad.
His mom and them there, everybody there's people there. And 44 gave it to him in his mouth. I said, oh.
No, man, that's crazy. Man, look, okay, man, I got a couple more questions,
Go
man.
ahead,
We got
man.
because this
Yeah.
AAU thing is
Yes,
so deep.
sir.
What's your vision for AAU basketball here in Michigan? What's your vision for it?
Well, my vision really is, again, just to control those 4 areas.
Okay.
And bring some stability back to AAU basketball here in the state of Michigan. Partnering, with the right people, bringing the right people on board that sees the vision and who really cares about what's going. Because what I've been seeing for the last 15 and 20 years at AAU basketball is it's not it.
It's not
So you got a bunch of teams here in the state of Michigan that's not even registered.
Yeah.
To even play AAU basketball.
Okay.
Your club is not registered. Your teams are not even registered. You're hosting AAU tournaments that are not even certified. So what you've been doing is lying to parents, price gouging,
Ooh.
money grabs,
Okay.
taking the money,
Mhm.
no exposure for the kids.
Mhm.
Y'all don't even have relationships to even get coaches in the gym.
Wow.
So what are y'all doing? If
Mhm.
it's really supposed to be AAU basketball, and I was asking George there earlier, I said, "George, do you remember the last time that we even played in nationals?
Yeah,
Like
I heard that.
Michigan. When did we go represent us
Mhm.
down in Orlando or in Jacksonville?
Mhm.
I can't remember the last time. So for me, starting off the bat is really getting the structure, getting organized, doing something small, you know what I'm saying, this summer,
Mhm.
just to let people know that we're serious about what we're doing and going to play in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. But being able to host our own tournaments, whether it's regionals,
Yeah.
finals here in Detroit, you know,
Mhm.
that's my vision for it, man. And I
Okay.
know it's gonna take time
Of course.
in what we're doing, and I'm not in any rush
Yeah.
in what I'm doing, but
That's right.
structure is the most important thing
Pace makes
for
waves
me.
anyway. You're
Yeah,
in a hurry to do it.
exactly,
You gotta be
and
calculated what you're
organized.
doing.
And again, those 4 regions, being able to, control them, finding the right partnership relationships in those regions who are really serious
Mhm.
about this. And hey, man, if you're using that AAU logo
Okay.
and you're not registered,
Okay.
you're gonna see me,
Uh-oh.
and I'm gonna make an example out of you.
Dang.
I'm not playing because y'all been lying to these parents for the past 20 years about this AAU stuff.
Mhm.
And they've been going out spending their hard-earned money
Mhm.
to sponsor these kids and the travel basketball,
Yeah.
and y'all not even registered.
No, not even
The
weird.
tournament is not even registered.
Crazy.
It's not even certified.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you wonder why coaches don't come to the gym. I was having this conversation the other day. I said, a coach is not gonna risk his job coming to the gym with a sanctioned or certified
Yeah.
tournament. So that's why y'all ain't seeing no
Coaches.
coaches in the gyms.
Yeah, 'cause it's not certified.
It's not certified. They're
Yeah.
not gonna risk that.
Yeah. They
Too
ain't
much
supposed
money
to.
on the line. Your wife gonna be pissed.
Thank
You
you.
get fired.
Yeah,
You got fired because
Right.
you went to
Because you went to
unsanctioned.
see,
right?
yeah, I went to the tournament. It's not even sanctioned,
Mm.
and they called in on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no, y'all gonna have to eliminate all the AAU status and just come and register.
That's all.
That's all. And again, hey, I don't care. I'm only controlling this for a reason. If y'all want to step outside my boundaries and do what you want to do,
Yeah.
by all means,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in between Wayne, Oakland, Macomb,
Washtenaw,
Washtenaw County,
you ain't
Yeah.
having.
you're gonna see me.
Big
I ain't gonna
homie
be
gonna pull
nice
up.
because I'm gonna make an example out of you.
Mhm.
Damn.
For real.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean, it's needed, D. I mean,
I
in
know
my
it is.
mind, I'm looking at it, some people gonna be mad, they gonna be upset, but the real
And
yeah, they ain't gonna do nothing
Uh-huh.
about it. But so hold on.
and
We understand, D. You got
yeah,
that.
and
So
no, I'm
we
just saying,
know.
G, we need that.
Yeah, we need
Because
to
that's why I mean, man, they laugh at us now.
Oh, ain't no
we the
doubt.
laughing stock. Yeah.
And that bothers me.
Yeah.
That man, that's like Syracuse. No, I take that back. That's like Bama lose.
To who?
To me,
Michigan.
yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
this gonna
Yeah,
go
that's like
crazy.
Bama lose. That bothers me.
Yeah.
Because we can't brag on our kids in our state. We used to run this
Yeah.
We used to
all the
run.
time. Everywhere we went, we had respect. Like, man, them kids from Detroit, them kids from Michigan, man, they
They
don't play.
killing.
They
Not-
killing.
And it's so funny that you mentioned that. What up, cuz Ronnie? I see you out there. So listen, I think about that because Ramsey,
Yeah.
obviously he took his
Oh,
time
Ram was on our team too at
I-
Cool in the
listen,
ninth grade. I forgot.
Come on,
Ram, yeah.
and he took his kids out of state for the blueprint dealing with the AAU. His kids, based upon what you're saying and what we know about AAU basketball here in Michigan, his sons would have never had the opportunity
Thank you.
because it's not put together right. And it's going to be a great time, I believe.
Many egos.
He goes. And he took his sons out there.
Yeah.
One is overseas, one playing with Dallas Mavericks. I just
Mhm.
think that is a testament to why we need somebody like you back
Yes.
and have the resources.
To
You know,
make it
see,
happen.
I missed the 20,000 comments in the question
Oh,
because I was
sure.
upstairs getting show ready. Georgia show up, don't do nothing, drink. You know what I'm saying? Put on the shirt.
How he do.
Hey, and sweater too tight. You know what I'm saying? You got to do a bigger one, man. But anyway, that's a whole other story. But the point is, think about the resources you're going to bring.
Yes.
And add, because all those people, how will that benefit our kids once because it's going to take you a minute and you're going to have some help. You know, we got you.
Yes.
There's going to be a lot of people that's going to help you.
Mhm.
But how is the kids going to benefit in our state from your partnership that you're going to create and your leverage? That's why I want to tell that story about who you were and your relationships. You always talk about relationships.
Your network is your network.
There you go.
And if you don't have a network and you're not networking,
Yeah.
you know.
Mhm.
So how are our kids going to benefit that? Because we're going to be hosting camps and clinics and stuff like that. And we're going to be able to do our own AAU events. Like I said, this summer, I think May 17th through the 19th is the girls.
Mhm.
So we're going to host our qualifyings here in Detroit for the state of Michigan.
Okay.
And I think the boys is June 19th, I think 21st or something like that.
Okay.
So we're going to host that here in Detroit and then be able to send those kids to Florida to represent us. That is the most important thing for us. But again, to be able to help and raise money for them,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
So joining what we're talking about doing with this AAU thing, man, again, you know me, it's more than just about the game of basketball.
Mhm.
You know, our boy Lenny Haas is in Dubai.
Dubai, yep.
Y'all don't even know, man. I talk to Lenny all the time. Lenny's been trying to get me to bring teams to Dubai
Hey, man,
before COVID.
Before COVID?
Yes, me and him talk about
Detroit King.
Oh,
Lenny in
that's
the
right.
building, my man.
Detroit King. Great guy. And he's like, I need you to bring teams over here. So he wanted me to bring high school kids.
Okay.
I said, nah.
Oh,
I want to bring middle school kids because I want to let them know and experience this. So when they come back, they're like, wow,
it's more out here.
it's a whole world out here outside
More.
of Detroit.
There's more.
So now I'm looking at all this AAU stuff, right? Like I said, my boys call me from Venezuela. They got teams down there. I always send them basketballs and jerseys and stuff like that. You know, it's like, man, can you bring teams here?
Yeah.
You know, so we gonna go everywhere and play the game of basketball. It's just gonna take me a minute to get it structured the right way,
Yeah.
you know, with the right people. But
You're going to do that.
Okay.
oh no, definitely.
So here's the thing. Look, see, I'm gonna give you my resume right now. Don't include George because
Don't include G.
George. He my man. He
Yeah.
can be my assistant.
You know,
Don't include G.
Don't
I
include-
got a resume so we can do this the right way. You understand? Because G ain't gonna win no game. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna run that.
I think if you take your name out the resume, I put mine in and take the name out the resume. I'm just saying, damn. I'm just saying, man.
You my man.
You know, no, over there with a big jersey hanging off of you like you do now.
They better trust it.
Yeah,
you better try it.
Nah, you know, he got luck with that. D. We ain't gonna digress.
Hey, D, real quick.
Yes,
I think
sir.
one of the things that we've witnessed is so much more specifically, parental violence against officials and coaches.
Yep.
More specifically at AAU events. What's your thought on how we got to change that? You know, and one of the reasons I'm gonna say this, D, one of the things I was down in Louisville at an AAU event, and the Price to Park, Ralph. I'm
Price to Park. You ain't even
no,
talking about the game.
no, we haven't even gotten to the game.
Yeah.
So you start talking about the rooms. Quincy and I obviously have gone down there together. Coaches at AAU. The rooms were crazy. They price gouged it.
Yeah.
But to park every day for them parents,
Come on now.
it was $20, $25
on
a
now.
day.
Come
It's a
on.
three or 4 day. And how they trick you? They sometimes give you a fourth day where you got one game. So they make $100 off that. But to get into the event,
Yes.
you're talking about for one weekend, man, it's probably $125, $80, something like that, $100 per person.
Wow.
So now you take grandma down there and you got little kids down there go down there with you. And you go down there with London, Brooklyn, man. Hey, this Disney World.
Yeah.
What are we going to do to assist with that? And how are we going to try to, I know we can't do it immediately, to assist as far as this price gouging is concerned. And because what they're doing is they're making these kids pay such an astronomical amount that I talk to some of the kids, and it's unbelievable what they're paying to be on these teams. What's your thought process? And do you have something in mind, at least for the first year or moving forward, as far as these
Well,
prices go?
one thing for us is that my guy Robert Hall, who's Michigan triple threat.
Yep.
Okay.
So Rob will be in charge of our girls' events, and he will be the host. Triple threat will be the host for the girls.
Okay.
Team Michigan will be the host.
Okay.
For the boys. We won't be charging for parking.
Yeah.
At all. I mean, that doesn't even make any sense to me. And again, when you're talking about price gouging, my question would be to you: how many coaches was in the gym?
Oh, they had some coaches down there. They had some coaches down there, but
again,
these families.
It's a hustle, though.
It's a big hustle, and what happens is it is so much pressure now on these parents. And what I know, I said, damn, it seems like they're more upset these AAU tournaments, and then they hit me on Saturday morning. I said, damn, they mad as hell. The referee make a call, they upset. Number one, they like, man, I done invested.
Yeah.
So much into this, and now they're attacking officials because it's going hand in hand.
And that's sad. It really is because, again, it's a game.
It's a game.
It's not that serious.
We've seen more officials get punched. We've seen coaches every year. We see coaches getting knocked out. You're seeing coaches fight and officials get knocked out, and officials trying to leave the gym early because parents are coming out the stands. Rappers, I'm serious. I've seen some things, Ralph, where it's like, are y'all for real now? And it's at every level now. So the parental involvement has gotten crazy. What's your thought?
My thought is always this: I'm gonna make an example out of you. Run on the floor when I'm sitting there,
and that's what they do.
Going to jail,
and it's mainly the moms too.
You going to jail? I don't care who you are.
Yeah,
police gonna come and get you, and I'll see you in court because I'm gonna prosecute you. No, I'm not having it. I don't have it in my summer league. How long I been doing summer league? So I don't play them games.
Yeah,
I'll address it. Come on, man, you don't get up out of here because I'm not going to let you water down my brand and what I'm doing.
Yeah. And mess it up for these young people.
And again, right.
And you're embarrassing the child.
Well, exactly. What kind of example are you setting for our children?
They ain't thinking about it.
And that's the sad part about it because a lot of our parents, though, what you got to understand is you're trying to live through your kids.
There you go.
Like they're not having fun. Kids are not having fun playing basketball anymore because you sit in the stands, you screaming and hollering. You know what I'm saying? And he's really scared. Don't even want to look up there at you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, my mama, you know what I'm saying, screaming and hollering. My father screaming and hollering. I just want to play basketball and have fun.
Yeah.
So even when I was coaching, I never even let the parents in the gym.
Yeah.
Drop them off.
And keep moving.
Don't come in here because I just like having personal conversation with our kids.
Yeah.
And we can talk about everything. And you know as well, both of y'all been coaches and you're still coaching. When a kid gains your confidence, right? He's going to tell you everything that's going on in his life. He will tell you before he will even parents because he trusts you more than anything. You've broken that barrier with them through the sport of basketball.
Yep. That's that relationship we talk about.
I've seen it so many times with our kids. And like I said, I don't think people will understand it or get it until you make an example out of them and let them know that you're serious, you're not playing. We're not going to have that here at all. If that's the case, hey, come on. You're going to jail right now.
Yeah.
I ain't finna argue, fuss, or fight, or nothing. Police finna take you to jail. And I see your ass in court.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. And I want to go back to this because you mentioned this and I wasn't sure, but obviously you are over dealing with the young ladies and the AAU practice. Obviously you mentioned something on the show Q. And it should be cue this up. I remember you said this when you was here and empowering young boys in the sport. And this is once you hear this clip, let's talk about it a little bit, and then we.
So when I didn't want to coach him.
No, not even coaching. This is about empowering them.
Yeah,
just empowering them on the AAU circuit. But listen to this.
A lot of people ain't aware of it. You got the young ladies going too.
It's always been a void for our young ladies in sports. Even to this day now at the pro level. When I travel, when I go sit in these conferences, junior NBA, USA basketball, places like even when I sit and talk with the commissioner about basketball, And their biggest push is always, hey, how do we engage? How do we get girls more involved in the sports? And they deserve the platform just as well as we do.
Indeed.
So I wanted to actually create it 2 years ago. And now that we had the opportunity to create the space, but again, to be able to give those women that platform as well, because if we want to get better as a state, and I would just say just the city of Detroit, I say us as a whole state, the state of Michigan.
That's right. A lot of people ain't aware of it.
See, I remember. And that it's crazy. I must be kind of good with this stuff because he started talking. I'm just,
hey, DG, hold on, the other big D, came down in the building. Daniel Ferguson, Lightning, 42 came out here. Hey, man, he just looked at me like, man, we've been dealing with this dude. Well, no, I'm serious. No, I'm serious. See, y'all don't even understand. Hey, you know how people say, you don't understand my pain? Man, but really and truthfully, the only I think I just been his best friend for all these years because ain't nobody else really want to deal with dude, man.
Hey, but
man, damn.
Okay, but you got to admit, the big homie come on talking about the girls, his man, and all this. I got this queued up already about empowering girls. I'm just saying, I must kind of
get a little bit when you ain't Tommy the Tool guy you brought. Yeah, man.
I'm just saying, how this already here? It's queued up. But anyway, we going to,
So man, I'm always going to share the love anyway. That's why you queued up. Yeah, because I can't talk about boys without talking about
there you go.
Ladies as well, because they need it just as much as we do.
Absolutely. And they deserve it.
Yeah, they definitely deserve it. But we have to teach our young ladies again as well how to be young ladies.
Yeah, of course.
That's why I never wanted to. I was going to do a Team Michigan girls team at one point in time, but I wanted a young lady to coach them.
Okay.
Because I wanted them to get them to understand how to be a young lady. And you know what? I never realized that till I went to Doc Wilson's funeral.
Okay.
And we were sitting there, and one of the young ladies came up and spoke. And I didn't even know House Baby ran like a debutante program for young ladies.
Years ago.
And when she said, asked all the young ladies to stand up, I was blown away by that. I'm like, wow. Again, through the sport, but educating at all levels.
Yes.
Proper etiquette, all that. So that's what travel basketball does for you if it's done the right way.
If it's done the right way.
Restaurants,
how you sit down and eat.
Hotels, how you sit down and
how
eat.
You greet people.
I used to have a program at Sweet Georgia Browns when I owned. I used to bring kids to teach them proper etiquette classes. Our babies, a lot of them didn't even have a state, didn't even know what a state was.
Crazy.
Definitely didn't know how to cut it.
Didn't know how to cut it. So, you got the silverware lined up. I see it. I see it on their face. So the young lady is speaking about proper etiquette. Hey, put your napkin in your lap. I said, baby, give me the mic. And I said, hey, I didn't know which fork or knife to use either.
And they bust our lap.
They bust out, but it broke
down.
That barrier.
Like, man, they thinking like, man, I'm the only one in here.
And I said, I still don't know. So we're going to start from the outside and work our way in. All of them started laughing. But again, it's not their fault.
Man.
It's our fault because we didn't teach them.
We're not. It's all about what you emphasize.
Thank you.
When we go in the morning, I make my young men, man, say good morning to the custodial staff, everybody, man. When they walk by, I say, man, Miss D didn't speak with you, man.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, good morning. It's about, but again, we become so self-centered. We worry about wins. We worry about this, and we really don't worry about the real thing. Which is the real thing.
What are the wins and losses in life?
Come on, man. Come on. If it boils down to a game. When's the last time you played, D? When's the last time you had a game where it was official on the court? How many years you been retired?
Yeah, 15 maybe.
So look at you now.
Yeah.
And I hear guys all the time still talking about, man, what they was doing. I say, man, damn, man, you still talking about that?
Yeah, I don't talk basketball.
If you don't get away from me with this, man, because guess what? Ain't nobody cheered for you since the last time you played. And that means your life is worthless.
I tell them all the time, I don't live with dreams.
Man.
You know what I mean? I did it.
And that's why we got to educate these young people. And we can just use basketball as the as a tool
to expose them to it.
Got to expose them to it.
Got to go to college, man.
Yes,
so to talk about our system, how is it that I graduated high school in '86, and the only way opportunity for me to get an opportunity to go to college was through basketball.
Mm.
It's 2024,
Yeah.
and it's the same damn opportunity for our
Mm.
babies.
Oh, you going into another realm where a lot of people don't like
Well,
to
I'm on
discuss it.
all realms.
I know, but I'm
You
just
wanna
saying.
put me on Saturn?
Yeah,
I'm in
know.
the rings in
No,
Saturn, you
no.
know?
But what happens is a lot of people I had this conversation with the young people all the time during our intervention prevention.
Yes.
I say, listen to me. Go home and ask your grandmother and your mother what were they fighting for back in the 60s and 70s. I say they're gonna say jobs, police brutality,
Thank you.
and better schools.
That's right.
I say in 2023 they're fighting for the same things.
Thank you.
I
So
say
what has changed?
there ain't nothing changed, and there people argue. There's a lot to change because we can do this a little bit more. We can do this a little bit more. I say, but when we're looking at the total picture,
Thank you.
we shouldn't be fighting for the same things. And it's 50, 60 years later,
Thank you.
I say we got to put our people in the best positions to ensure that they're going to take care of our children, to ensure that they have
Yes.
a chance to get to the next level.
Thank
Whether it's through basketball, because basketball is just a vehicle.
It's just a vehicle.
It's just a
tool.
vehicle. That's all it is.
Tool.
Drive me to the next
Yeah.
level, and
Yeah.
I can get out. My basketball career is over.
Yeah.
Now I can get into whatever it is, sports marketing,
Right.
maybe a podcast,
So
whatever it
that's
is.
just what you're saying.
Uh-huh.
You know, with the summer league. So I'm sitting there, and whenever you see me sitting at the table and I'm just jotting on my phone, I'm just always taking notes
Mhm.
of how do we make this thing better and what we're doing. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know what? I got to bring the communications aspect
There you go.
to this basketball stuff. Because
Mhm.
one thing that I hate to see
Uh-oh.
in our kids is when they get in front of a camera, they can't represent themselves.
Yep.
Because for
Mm.
athlete, the average person don't understand. It is a million and one things going through my mind when I'm walking off that basketball court, no matter what field.
Yeah.
Yep.
Baseball,
Yep.
football, basketball, soccer, tennis, whatever.
Whatever.
And what happens? Somebody runs and throw a mic
Microphone
bang,
in your
right in your face. So I'm sitting there. I can be up 10, down 20.
Uh-huh.
My coach can be and cuss me out, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm mad. I'm frustrated by everything. So I got to figure out how to hold my composure
first.
and speak properly in front of this camera so I won't look like I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Mhm. Media training is what you're talking about.
So when I'm sitting there in the summer league, I'm like, I got to get somebody to come in here and
And
start
train them media training.
just interviewing these
Yep.
kids so I can show them, hey, this is where you started
There you go.
in the beginning of summer.
This is
Man, look where you at right
yeah.
now.
Mhm. Media training.
And media training
All it is.
and being able, though, to have those same kids
Mhm.
have because again, like you said, that ball is going to stop bouncing.
Man.
So you want to stick around the game. They don't understand the money is the back of the house.
Yeah.
See, it's not that finished product that you're seeing down there on the floor.
No.
This is where the money's made, but nobody's explaining that
And
to
it's
them.
like, yeah, they want it because they want
Thank
that. Come on, man. That's
Yeah,
good
ain't
attention.
nobody
either way.
explaining that to them.
Yeah.
So we
All
got to
people
explain
behind the
that to
scenes,
them.
they make
Behind the scenes, they the one who getting money.
And it's more of them.
Thank you. So come on. You still want to stay where you being a photographer, you taking pictures, a videographer,
Whatever.
videos, just like we doing right here.
Mhm.
But how do I get those kids? And I partner with Syracuse University, number one communication program in the country.
You told me this years ago.
Thank you.
Go ahead. You
So
told me
you
this
feel
years
my,
ago.
my whole circle.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And we sending those kids summertime, hey, we're gonna send you to Syracuse, man, to the communications program. They let you stay up there a week, 2 weeks, and learn communications for real.
Communication
Because
skills.
that's how I learned it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Being at Syracuse. Me and Mike Rico was in the same class.
Wow.
Yeah, at Syracuse. But Coach Bayard was like, hey, you get your ass back on this basketball.
Yeah. You
You know what I'm
16.
saying? Yeah, you
Mike
16,
Tirico,
Mike
5'9".
Tirico.
You set a freshman record for rebounds. with this ball.
Hey, man, you can't be taking them late night classes. We need you over here. But I enjoyed my classes so much. And one of the reasons that I enjoyed, I had a professor named Rick Wright.
Mm.
300 people, you know, college campus, 300 people in classroom.
Mhm.
Here come the brother walking the floor, Rick Wright. He's teaching the whole class.
Really?
Yes. So immediately.
You was like, okay.
Thank you. I can do that.
Yeah, man.
Because of him.
Come
I'm
on, man.
seeing somebody who looks just like me.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Hey,
All this goes down. My confidence is here. And I'm having conversations with him after class. He's coming in the locker room before every game, talking, greeting everybody. Hey, come on, DC. We got to have it tonight, baby. We got to get it out of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's just like us, though. You know what I'm saying? He from the Navy. So he always used to be like, DC, you ever heard of Lottie the Body in Detroit? I said,
Lottie
what's
the
Lottie?
Body. Lord,
You heard of Phelps Lounge? I said, yeah, Rick. Well, you know, I was in the Navy. We used to dock right there downtown Detroit. We used to go to, what about the 20 grand?
Yeah.
I'm like,
He went way back.
yeah. You know, but again, having conversations like, man, my confidence was here, bro, because I saw somebody that looked just like me.
Yeah.
Image is everything.
Oh, game.
And we have to put that in front of our kids and let them know, like, hey, man, I'm right. What you gonna tell me? I'm from the same neighborhoods y'all from. Hey, I got drug addicts in my family.
Well, ain't no question.
Hey, I come from a single parent home.
There you go.
You can't sit here and tell me it can't be done.
Be done.
Are you willing to sacrifice though and do it?
What are you willing to do?
What are you willing to sacrifice?
Man, it's crazy. So,
Yes.
so it sounds like to me, and one, you talked about putting certain people in with the kids. I call that a loving, caring adult who
Yes.
cares about the kids. And now you're talking about helping the kid, obviously through basketball, but that's just a vehicle.
That's it.
Communications to help them out because we know everybody ain't going pro in the sport.
No, we know everybody ain't going to college.
Yeah, but they can go pro in life.
Thank you.
And so now we have to figure out another training. Because I do trainings too, G, if you know. But I think you know. I think I might have trained you. That's another story. But helping the parents, see, those loving, caring adults that's going to be over the kids, they have to have something in place. Hey, parent, here's my expectation that your kid is on my team. We're not going to put up, and I go back to when I was at Cooley, when I was at CMA, when I was coaching, I had a parent and player meeting. I wanted the parents to sit with their kid. And here's what the expectations are.
That's right.
And if you act a fool in the stands, parent, I can't technically get rid of you, but I'm going to tell you this.
Yeah.
Because I know your kid running the household.
Mhm.
I'm going to get on him so bad that he's going to get on you.
So how do we get back to that? When does a kid run a household?
See, this is crazy, but see, I got to use what the
I
information
know.
is. So then, see, we're not going to be able to control the parent because parents, to be honest, in most cases, they are lost. They're caught into society. And society has said, wait a minute, the kids are running these things. So I got to use what I have, that information to the kids, say, hold on, parent, you're sitting here. I promise you I want the best for your child. But this is the expectations from me to you. And now when you come in here, you're not going to disrespect the referee, the kids on the other team, or me, or I'm going to find a way to get rid of your kid. So then they say, hold on, I don't want my kid mad at me. This is the realization of it. This is how it goes. And it scares the minority. And I promise you, I shaped them up in that fashion. And a lot of parents, when I was coaching, I know they wanted to say certain things. They was like, but coaches said he's going to find a way to get rid of my child. I want my child to enjoy this experience. So you got to kind of train them as well because they don't know.
I was babies having babies.
There you go. We ain't going to tell you that.
Ain't no more mother is.
Nope.
You know, no big mamas.
Big mama.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So again, it really is because we need to have those conversations. And I just get a lot of times parents are being friends with their kids. See, I'm not your friend. I'm your dad. Period. I'm your mama. I'm not your friend. You're not going to talk to me any kind of way. But see, when you see parents, when I was growing up, when adults came into the house, we going outside.
Yeah, you down the basement, you
somewhere, you know what I mean? Like now you
those
see
lines been blurred.
kids sitting at the tables with their parents on the same. So where's the respect?
None.
You know, I've never had a drink or anything with my kids until they was old enough.
Good no.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So you're trying to be your kid's friend instead of being his parent
Yeah. Of
or
course.
her parent.
Mhm.
No, I'm not finna talk crazy to my grandmama.
And you
I
ain't no
wasn't even gonna
disrespectful.
think about that.
Yeah.
That's not even a thought
Yeah.
in my mind.
They can say and yell and cuss and say whatever to you. You're just gonna go the other way.
Man,
That's it.
yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir.
Mhm.
But you know, you trying to be your kid's friend.
Yeah.
So I tell them, like, how can we as men, right, tell a young fella, and y'all in the school system, hey, son, and pull your pants up.
Sad.
And they turn around and look at you crazy like, man, my mama, my daddy don't even tell me to
Tell me
pull.
that. But they said, no, they tell you that.
That's what I'm saying.
Mhm. I
You
have
know?
kids tell me all the
I'm
time.
sure you
I
do.
cuss.
Right.
I cuss when I talk to my mom and dad, coaching.
Nah, you ain't finna curse it with me.
Man,
But that
And when you ask them to come up there, your daddy come up here in his damn pants sag.
and he hot.
Yeah.
gonna be
So it's just a lot, man. We can't be everything to everybody. We just try to keep controlling our net. We know we're not gonna reach everybody.
Nope, impossible.
But those that we do, you know, again, to share the knowledge, the information with them and they grasp it.
Yeah.
Then in turn, hey man, pass it on to somebody because I mean, like you said, as a society as a whole, we're messed up.
Man.
And I just always use the ball as the carrot as the
That's
tool
all it
because
is.
if you're good to it,
That's it.
it'll take you around the world.
Take you around the
It'll
world.
develop friendships, relationships that'll last you a lifetime, man.
Yeah.
You know, you'll get education
Yeah.
Along
from
the way.
playing with that basketball.
Damn right.
And you'll develop other people in college, you know what I'm saying? You'll see, meet, and become friends,
Mhm.
working, business partners,
Mhm.
all that. Like the sport teaches so much. It's not just about the ball.
No, it's not.
It's about life. And I don't think a lot of people understand, you know, that side of it.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you get those parents, pretty much, if you wasn't an athlete in high school, pretty much your son or your daughter's not going to be a damn athlete. That's reality.
I'll go.
So, like you said, you addressing the parents, hey, if you do this, some of that. Nah. Because if your son, your daughter come in here, one thing I'm never going to put up with, man, you're not going to disrespect me.
Oh no.
Too much.
And if I'm wasting, you think I'm wasting my time. But if I'm taking my time out to help you, and this is what I get in return, hey man, that's out the door.
Yes,
Nobody
sir.
begged you to come in here.
Absolutely.
I don't need you.
No,
Get out of here. I'll see you later.
And
You
that's
know?
and that's one of the things
Yeah.
dealing with young people. Hey man.
And I love young
I
people,
love
man.
them. I love to be
Yeah.
around them. I'm hoping to come back this year. I'm hoping I can get me a gig somewhere.
Man.
Because I think
Hey,
I'm gonna
D.
tell you, not hard to see G. You don't even want to let me see my stuff. Why
Your
you
man
put
won't
that
even
there,
put you on the bench with him, so that's a problem right there.
Well, first of all, we don't want to.
Coming on the bench with G.
You know,
D.
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if he don't win the state this year, I'm gonna be the new king coach next year.
Hey man, hey D.
No, let me see you stop playing. Because your man, okay, so your man T Will asked Lefty what happened when he went to Canada though. This what T Will asked.
Boy,
See,
man.
I see. We was
This
trying to
guy,
end the show,
man,
but
this
T Will come
guy,
on,
this
commenting,
guy
going
here,
crazy.
man.
T Will, man, he ain't
Man,
nobody
this
look,
guy, man, I swear to God. So you know he ain't never won nothing until he met me. Let's just put that out there right now. Let's just put that out there right now. He ain't never won nothing until he met me. I tell him, you didn't win in the city championship. We beat y'all.
Dang.
So
Dang,
you
T-Will.
joined forces with me in the AAU. We won the championship. You know what I'm saying? So we going to Canada. We going to the University of Windsor. Again, relationships.
Yep.
So they're like, hey, man, can you guys come over here at the University of Windsor? We're really looking at doing some stuff we want to share with y'all.
Okay.
So I'm like, T, we got to go to Canada, man. You know what I'm saying? So he's driving. I jump in the car with him and stuff. I'm like, yo, you know, you got your ID, you got your license. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. So we pull up to the border, you know, driver's license, whatever. I give him my license. He give him his ID. You know what I'm saying? They give him back. Hey, can you guys pull over right there for a minute? So you know when they tell us to pull over, I'm cussing him out. I'm like, man, didn't I tell your ass, man? What is you doing, bro? I said, man, me and Todd Burton go back and through Canada all the time, going to Syracuse through Canada. I ain't never been stopped.
Here comes T. Will.
So they pull us over. They walk us in the building. So the whole time I'm cussing him out. Like, man, I ain't never going nowhere with your ass no more, man. That's what the guy goes. They take me in the room.
They take you in the room.
He's sitting
Like,
he's
man,
sitting
I
out
ain't
there
the
with
problem.
his legs crossed.
Like, I ain't the problem.
They take me in the room. So I get in the room. I'm like, man, I ain't never been in this room with that. What's up? Hey, you had a disorderly conduct ticket back in 87. So I'm racking my brain like, 87? Where the hell was I? I'm in Syracuse.
Yeah.
Like, what is you talking about?
Uh-huh.
He out there, man, in stitches. He laughing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what? So they get like, where you guys going? I'm like, we going to University, of Windsor and stuff. So when I come out, he like, what happened? I said, man, these guys stopped me talking about a ticket back in 87. I said, well, why they didn't stop you? He got FBI clearance and everything. Now he been working with the people, so y'all watch him. I'm telling y'all right now, he been working with the folks.
Oh,
He been working with the folks. I told him that. I said, you know what? I remember pulling up on 12th and you was in the park with my man Gib, rest his soul, and y'all had the FBI people there and you was trying to flag me down. I kept going. I said, you've been working with the people. You got them all the time. And All-Star Give Back, the fans got their own whole section over there giving away stuff, everything. Yeah. I said, man, you've been working with you people, man. I can't ride with you no more, man.
Man, come on,
my guy, man.
Man,
me and that boy been through everything together.
Man, T. Will, great guy, man.
Yeah.
Gee, you got any last? Because, man, I'm going to tell you, we've been rolling for so long.
Man, it's all love. That's what happened when there's love in the building, man. When it's
every
us.
time. Maybe 2 hours, man.
2 hours.
Yeah,
2 hours, man. But listen, man. Gee, what is this podcast? What type of podcast is it?
It's for the people and other people. Y'all know what it is.
All power to the people.
Listen, the one thing DC said, man, he talked about was trying to get our families back together properly.
Yes, sir.
Get some order to what we're doing. So let's take that. Yep. AAU basketball. Yep. Syracuse, NBA. We get all that.
Means nothing.
By damn it, we had an 11-year-old boy that was killed Sunday.
Right.
Let's do what we're supposed to do with our families. Let's do what we're supposed to do with our young people. We're going to have fun. We're going to laugh. We've been doing it forever.
Yes.
We got to do better as a community, and y'all know that.
Always.
Just cut this shit out.
Amen.
Put your feet down, plant it firmly, and get your children together. Get your children together now. Get your nephews together. Get some young men out here and young women that need us.
Yeah, they
Listen,
all
man,
need
we can't keep complaining. We can't keep saying it's her fault. We can't keep saying she didn't. Damn that.
Yeah.
Where you were born, let's get some leadership in our community. Our young people need to see.
Leaders lead by example, man. I say it all the time.
Yep. So, man, I'm going to say this. I love Happy New Year to the people.
Yeah, no doubt. Always.
It's 2024. Gee, this is the only reason why. See, this is what you don't realize. What does 2024 represent? Let's see if you got it.
I know what you mean.
What it represents.
Your number 24, my number 20. What you talking about?
That's only one. That's what 2024 represents. That it does. Cooley 20 is George number 24 was my number before we got the new jerseys. Yeah, that's the only reason why I let you win. I just let you win, and so I could put on this Lions jersey. But D, we appreciate you coming because you came in, dropped some jewels.
Yes.
You have a mission that you're on, and it's really always, still to this day, about the community, about the family, about the kids. That has been instilled in you through moms, grandma, uncle.
Yeah.
And so what you're doing, we appreciate it. We applaud you. It is one of these situations where a lot of people don't understand. You don't get these type of conversations anywhere.
Yeah.
And it's only through friendships. But we're going to give you the last one on State Champions Podcast, what you got to say to the people, and then we're going to be out of here.
Well, it's just what I told you when I first came in, and D-Light and Hunt you know, came to see me. I said, man, all we do is laugh.
Yep.
All we do is laugh, man. We gonna get us a sip. We gonna laugh and joke, man, and have fun. That's what it's about. But when you talk about that 2024, what you missed out is, that's your numbers, right? But 2024 is 44.
See,
Yeah.
oh, he cold with it. He cold with it. Oh, he said it's really coming to 44.
So the best is yet to come.
Oh,
You ain't seen nothing yet. So the event that we're going to have in February for George Gervin, I'm going to send you the information,
Absolutely.
you know, for him. But also, I'm working on our own NFL draft.
Oh, yeah, that is right.
Because I'm sitting there and I'm watching everything that's going on in our city, and they're talking about, hey, the NFL is coming.
Yeah,
you know,
that
to
is
Detroit. And I'm like, okay, well, what about Detroit?
Yeah, what about Detroit
What about
people?
us? I
Yeah.
ain't heard y'all say nothing about us. It was the same thing Super Bowl.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there watching the same press conference. I say, well, I ain't heard y'all say nothing about the people, you know,
Of the city.
Detroit. So you know what? I'm
You
going to
gonna
throw
do
my
your own
own
thing.
party.
We
So
can't.
for the Super Bowl,
Come on.
I rented the Opera House. I had Nelly and the St. Lunatics come and perform. And I had Eva Pickford host the whole event for the people. Yeah. So for the NFL draft, we're going to have our own party.
Okay.
We got 17, 18 guys that's playing in the NFL from the city of Detroit right now. We got to get them their flowers.
Crazy right now. This is crazy.
Yeah, we got to get them their flowers.
You better.
So I'm partnering with my boys over at Black Tech Saturdays about these kids. Yeah.
I know you at.
Okay, then. So I'm down there the other day. You know, I mean, you're gonna learn how to fly drones, bro, and get 150,000. Why we ain't telling our babies that?
Yes.
Feel me?
Wow.
So, like I say, man, you know me, I'm always grinding. I'm always in the background. I don't need no praise or none of that. I do what I do because of the kindness of my heart, man.
Yes,
Like I
sir.
said, I never go and accept awards or none of that. What I do for the people.
Man.
I've always been about the people, man.
Love you, bro.
Podcast for the people, by the people, for the people.
Yeah, that's right.
State Champions Podcast.
State champ.
Hey, Q, you can drop the intro. We out of here, baby. We'll see y'all next week. Tune in.
Oh, man. Appreciate you guys.
My authentically branded juicer helps me with meal prep. It gets me through the week. It's amazing.
Love my authentically branded juicer.
Oh, come on, get up, man, let's go. Hey, got to go, man. Got to go.
Get honor to that guy that hit up my life.
Bruh, sometimes my eyes go cross-eyed because of gunshot.
GD
didn't work.
Nope. Barbershop didn't work. Nope.
Say hello to the ladies. You got cinnamon right here. You got strawberry right here. Say hello.
I know I got shot, but I ain't lose my brain. Who you talking to?
Oh, no, man. No, not today, Lord. Please, Jesus, not my first day being deacon.
What up, dog? I'm up at the spot.
Is that 16 right there? Yeah, that's him right there. Looking like Fred Hammond.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
Make sure you go to YouTube, follow, and subscribe. Make sure you follow us on TikTok and IG.